Yeah, I'm going to set us live on YouTube. I'm not going to set us live on Instagram because nobody on Instagram is going to give a shit about the content update. Fuck them. Fuck them, we ball. And then we're going to set commissions live. And then we are going to do the channel update. Specific fitness knowledge redeemed from Serious Myth. What would your recommendation be for working out with a debilitating injury? My knee has been out of commission for 2 years and I'm having a ton of difficulty exercising at all with it. So I have not had to recover from a debilitating knee injury specifically. I've had to recover from knee tendonitis and then pretty debilitating back injuries. The number one thing you should not do not try to over-investigate this injury. What I mean by that is do not even seek to perfectly understand what injured you or perfectly understand how your knee moves to make it better. The number one thing to do, identify any movement you can do without pain. Make that movement bigger, make that movement heavier, do more of them. And then every 2 weeks, every 4 weeks, whatever, check in on other movements and just keep trying to bag up movements that you can do without hurting. It doesn't matter how embarrassing they are. It doesn't matter how minimal they are. It doesn't matter how stupid you think you look doing them. The only way you're going to get back, identify the thing you can do that does not make your knee explode. Train that. Train that consistently. Train that like at a mediocre level. That is enough. Just train it a lot. That's what I would do. Is it a big deal if we put in a deck roast that doesn't have all the cards tagged? It's not really a big deal. I think the tags are more for like you guys than they are for me. I've been in the Publix waiting for commissions for like 30. I'm so sorry. Okay, we're setting commissions live. So reviews are going to go live first. Is it a big deal to have way too many tags? No, I'll just try to make fun of them. Okay, 5 reviews have gone live. I am now going to set the Tuesday roasts live because again, we're not going to be streaming Wednesday. I have a to-pay appointment. Tuesday, Commander deck roast. Yeah, I will say for deck roast tags, it's usually better if you don't try to make them funny. I'm just gonna keep it 100 with you. It's usually better for the roast if you are not trying that hard to make the tags funny and you are just trying to make the tags accurate. Will there be no roast today? So the roasts that are happening today were bought last week. The roasts that are bought today for Sunday deck roasting stream, those will be done next Sunday. So we will be doing roasts today, but there are no roasts being purchased today that are going to be fulfilled today unless you buy a $500 instant roast. Where do you buy roast? Ko-fi.com/maldhound/commissions. It is in the chat there. Why is my... Hey, what's up, Victini? The YouTube stream took like a full minute to even load. Would you rather see Firelord Azula or an art exhibition? I'll give you this deal, Peach Tea. If you want to try to make it into a long form video, your Firelord Azula deck needs to be doing something pretty weird, or you should do the art exhibition. I would say if you have like Firelord Azula deck, is this the one that I think this is the instant speed one, right? The firebending, you double stuff while she's attacking. Yeah. If you have a Firelord Azula deck that is like, it's not weird, but it is fun. I think I could probably get a good roast out of that. I'm not totally confident. Yeah, I'm not totally confident that would end up on a long form because that is the like the stock build of Firelord Azula, but the stock build of Firelord Azula is super fucking fun, right? For a review, you've probably I trust you enough that I doubt you really need me to like pick anything apart. So I would say probably have a good time getting it roasted. Probably won't end up on a long form. unless I come up with some like crazy banger joke or like something outrageous happens in chat during it. The art exhibition, based on how the foot deck did, does have a good chance of becoming a long form. Top Hat Ninja, thank you for the prime sub. Welcome to the dog home. I appreciate those Jeffrey dollars. I may have girl boss too close to the sun by staying up till 6 a.m. playing Pal World. Have you given any thoughts to playing that on stream? Again, I have. I'm worried it won't do well enough. Like, we post Amsterdam, and this is gonna kind of dovetail into what I talk about in the channel update. Post Amsterdam, I gotta make that money. I gotta make money, bro. My pocket's emptied by being in Europe for 2 weeks. And a Pal World stream, I don't remember if you can rename pals, but we could do the like XCOM thing where you donate to become a pal or something. But I think it's mostly just me. Like, I feel like Pal World is a game that does not stream for 2 hours that well. That's really it. And I don't think my jaw is up to the task of doing a bunch of 6-hour streams again. I think stuff like Pal World will come back when I'm back to doing streams of like, hey, we're going to stream all day. Wasn't Pal World AI? To my knowledge, Pal World wasn't AI. The thing with Pal World was that they were blatantly ripping off Pokemon. But if I'm wrong about that, please correct me, because I would love to have all the relevant information. Keyboard, welcome back. It's been a minute, bro. How you been? A Sipter, thank you for the follow. Welcome to the doghouse. Oh yeah, just say other on the form if you bought Tuesday. So we have, I believe Pal World has no AI from my knowledge. It's AI and stolen artwork. If I recall correctly, the CEO talked about trying AI and then coming to the conclusion that it's dog shit and doesn't help with development. Well, on cooldown, I've heard plenty Pal World AI allegations. I have not heard, but I've never seen them backed up. Aegis Athene, thank you for the 200-bit cheer. Welcome back to the dog pile. Hello, soon-to-be former Baldy. Giving your upcoming 2-pay assessment on what axis should I mock you going forward. I feel like you could mock me for fake hair. Like, I think it's gonna look pretty good. But like, that's still something you could make fun of. All right, we have to do the manual ad break, and then it'll be time for channel update. Quick Google search. The studio stated they avoid generative AI because gamers don't want it, and their in-house artists prefer creating assets manually. On cooldown, I love you, I trust you. That's not the Google AI summary, right? We've got a primary source on that bitch, right? Please tell me. Love in my heart. We got a primary source on this motherfucker, don't we? Please. Please. No, Facebook. So good. So good, man. Don't worry, boss. I didn't listen to the AI summary. I listened to Randy, the boomer who doesn't believe trans people exist on Facebook. Games Radar Plus. Thank you on cooldown. I appreciate you checking that for me. Contained Animosity. Thank you for the 100-bit cheer. Boss, I wanted to let you know my Gandhi Poop Night deck you reviewed a couple months ago won me a Bracket 2 F&M night this week. I dedicated a lot of slots to give my creatures +1/+1 counters and getting out Vorpal Swords to send people into the Aether. Fuck yeah. I'm overjoyed to hear that. Congratulations. A Sipter 8-0, or a Sipter Otero, thank you for the tier 1 sub. Welcome back. Welcome to the dog home for the first time. And Keyboard and Mouse, thank you for the tier 1 sub. For the 9 months total, 2-month streak, I don't care. Welcome back to the dog home. I love you. Lulu, thank you for the 5 real super chat. Maul, nice seeing you back again after a month away. Hopefully the jaw issues are better. Also, Watsy just started spoiling Mystery Booster Commander. Yeah, we'll probably talk about at least one of those cards today. Dude, long-bodied Grey Dog's so funny. This card stone cold sucks. I saw it and I was like, there has to be a way to make this good in Commander. There's not. Like you know what you can do with this guy? You can play him with Bayorn. You can play him with Bayorn, and you can turn him into a bear. You can give the dog testosterone. Boss the screen. Are you really gonna keep? Are we still doing this fucking bit where you pretend you can't see the commander card directly behind me, and you can't see long-bodied gray dog, which I had pulled up moments ago, and you could see behind me? I'm not gonna have the patience to do this all day, guys. We have to be adults. What about old fat spider? I love old fat spider. I'm deeply upset at the sorcery commander. It feels like a slap in the face to everyone who was scared about what vehicles being commanders would lead to. I get that a little bit. I also think it's really bad. What was this sorcery commander's name? It was like Oath of something? Promise of... It's a Gruul thing. Who has the name of it? Ashiya's? Oh, Ashaya. That's why I hated it. This is also really fucking bad. Okay, come on, man. How do we... I saw this card on Instagram before I launched the stream. How do we not have it up? Come on, Scryfall. It's not on Scryfall yet? Fucked up. Then we'll be reacting to that on a later day, because that has to be a clip. Maltown, the Dino deck you helped improve won a game shortly after I changed it. The funny thing was the 2 cards I kept helped me kill 2 people on 1 turn while I killed the other with combat damage. The one thing I kept Unnatural Growth in the deck is it's become a staple card people see in my green decks. That makes sense. I'm happy to hear it won a game. I will take full credit for that, especially the 2 cards you changed. I tricked you into keeping them via reverse psychology. Normally I'm subbed, but trying to get in unsubbed, I was hit by literally 7+ minutes of ads. Is that normal on Twitch? No, that's fucking ridiculous. I have no idea. Because the ad break I can hit is for 3 minutes. I have no idea how long my pre-rolls are. But I hit 3-minute ad breaks to prevent people from getting pre-rolls. That's evil. I spoiler posted it in Dear Mall. Thank you. Oh boy. Okay, so here's my thing about this. Number one, I do not think we should be continuing to blur the boundary of what can be your commander. On a moral basis, I disagree with this commander, and not just because it's green. That said, this is awesome, and it clean fucking sucks. Like, this is not good. It is a 3-mana spell. You have to have a legendary to cast it, so they can't even, like, ramp like crazy into just bombing this over and over and over again. Like, they can go Llanowar Elves into having, oh, I have 3 mana on turn 2. I pass. I pass. Like, it's straight dog shit. It is beautiful for Bard class Secret Commander deck, but, like, it's pretty rough. It's pretty rough. It's pretty awesome and pretty bad. And I think that's how they're trying to get us. They're trying to trick us by being like, "Oh, look at how cute it is. If we continue to break down all the boundaries that made Commander what it was, look how funny and silly and jank it would be." You're not fooling me. You're not fooling me, dog. Wait, I missed this card. We can have a sorcery as your commander now. Yeah, this is from Mystery Booster Commander. So, like, how long until something real stupid is a non-permanent commander like Cyclonic Rift? That's what I'm afraid of. I think they're trying to open the door with, like, oh, this funny, not good. Like, this is the type of it's Puss in Boots hitting you with the pussycat eyes. That's what this card is. Because it's just like, it's not good. It's super cute. It is a thing that should not exist at scale, I don't think, or they should just make like a different format. Now put partner on this bad boy and just let it ride. I mean, here's the thing. You have this in Oathbreaker, and Oathbreaker sucks. We've already seen, but like people, and the thing is, it didn't suck because people didn't like it. It sucked because people were like, oh my God, that's so cool. And then they played a lot of it, and then they were like, oh, this, okay. Yeah, I guess we'll stop. Like, and that's what I don't want to have happen to Commander. My Commander, the Buster Sword. Don't say awesome things, okay? We're trying to hate on this, all right? When we're trying to be negative and rude, you can't say awesome shit that everybody would enjoy. Lulu, thank you for the 5 real super chat. I still prefer having stuff like this as a commander than Marvel Glup Shido number 67 at uncommon. If these are rare magic in-jokes, I'm cool with them. You know what? I agree with that statement. No exaggeration, no hate. I do just want to ask you, do you think there is any possibility that these stay limited to rare magic in-jokes? Given what we have seen about Magic's development pipeline over the last decade. Is maybe 6 or 7? That's more what I'm worried about. If we got like I really love that Gavin made this card. I am horrified for what WotC's new president and what Hasbro will do if they see people enjoy this card Gavin made. Hey, thank you, Grogman. It was great to meet you. It was great to sign the Howler. Yeah, honestly, Blightning Helix has it. This card's really cool. Bad precedent. Hate the precedent, love the card. So Schluckstew, if you bought your roast, I would say, deck, you are okay with me telling you it's bad. I would say the balance of roasts is 90% of the time, I'm going to tell you the deck sucks. Even if you're like, the deck doesn't suck, I'm going to find a way that it sucks, and I'm going to focus on that. That's the point of a roast. Like, remember when they roasted Tom Brady? Most of the time, they were like, oh, yeah, your life is so cool, and you're so fit, and you're so rich, but your wife cheated on you, so that's the only thing we're talking about. Like, that's what it's going to be. Whatever your wife cheated on you with a Pilates instructor is of your deck, that's what I talk about. It doesn't matter how many Super Bowl rings you have. It doesn't matter, like, how much money you have. None of that matters, okay? All that matters is the infidelity. So whichever deck you are more comfortable with having that be focused on. If you want something more well-rounded, request a refund. I will give it to you. The off-stream reviews are more well-rounded. But Mauled, how can you make fun of my deck when one of the options is this deck is perfect and I'm allowing you the chance to witness it, peasant? So what that option means is not I'm going to be nice. What that option means is I'm not going to suggest improvements. I am just going to tell you why you're a liar. Maul, do you think Gleaming Splendor can reach Game Changer status? Absolutely not. This card is way worse than people think. I think this card is good. I'm not going to be so contrarian as to say the card is bad. It's got a sexual dragon all on the art. How bad could it be? But what is true about this card is ever since they printed Smothering Tithe, they have been trying to successfully remake something that's almost as good as Smothering Tithe, and they keep failing. They've had Smuggler's Share, failure. They've had Monologue Tax, fucking failure. They had Lotho, kind of a success. But I think this card is going to be way worse than people think, but still pretty good. Definitely not a game changer. Biggs Dog. Thank you for the 7 months with Prime. Welcome back to the dog home. I appreciate those Bezos bucks. And Little Mix Doom. Thank you for the 17 months at Tier 1. Welcome back to the dog home for a very, very long time. I appreciate that generosity. Ancient Relic, thank you for the 22 months at Tier 1. Welcome back to the dog home. 22 months of subscribing and 22 cards left in my set that need to be rendered. Just need to make one last watermark. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Jazzaproxy, yes you can. Oh, true, Soul. So in CEDH, I actually think quite freaky. People draw a lot of cards. You raised the very relevant point that forcing a draw is actually so much better in CEDH than it is in casual. I just think that if you're not doing like a Howling Mine type deck, you're not doing like, you know, Kami of the Crescent Moon, you're not doing this Bumbleflower, it will underwhelm you in casual. The reference I'm working off of is Fairy Mastermind. This card is like, it is inarguably good. However, 80% of the time I see this card cast, it does barely anything. Like barely a single fucking thing. Now, 20% of the time goes crazy, takes over the game, is awesome. Right, crazy at higher power tables. So I think Gleaming Splendor will also, like, it will get better and better at higher power tables, but drawing a card is still better than making a treasure. Worst case scenario, Fairy Mastermind is a cantrip. That's true, but it's a 6-mana cantrip if you're doing worst case scenario. Also, Lulu, thank you for the 10 Real super chat. Answering your question, likely. UB hasn't got Planeswalkers, and they've stuck by that. WotC management has more important things, like to care about which IPs they are willing to overtake years of releases. You know what? Fair. Fair. Thank you for bringing that up. I appreciate that rebuttal. What are your thoughts on Miss Highwater? That sounds like a porn parody of a card. This is not a card. Oh, Mystery Booster Commander. Then I haven't seen a Agumon. Question, where do we post submissions for deck roast reviews for next week? I only just started using Twitch, want to get more involved in this community. First of all, thank you. Second of all, there is a Google form in the post-purchase message on Ko-Fi that will have an intake form for you to fill out with your deck, the power level of the deck, your primer for the deck, etc., etc., etc. Okay, Miss Highwater, barely legible. 4 mana, 5/3 with Menace. On combat damage to somebody who doesn't have a contract counter, they can discard their hand to draw 7 and get a contract counter. For as long as they have a contract counter when they lose the game, for each artifact and creature they control, you make a token copy. This is the greatest card ever printed. This is the greatest card ever printed. I don't know if this is going in my command zone, but I have a great many number of diabolical things I would like to do with this. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Oh, it's not going to be okay. That's very dope. That's very dope and cool. Oh man, I'm putting Vorpal Sword in a lot of decks. I'm going to start playing Infect again just to surprise kill people when they have a good board. Oh boy. I like that. They solved the theft problem. Thoughts on Radagast? Bad Eldrazi, maybe. So I think you have the wrong idea with Radagast. This guy's clean broken, but you shouldn't do it for Eldrazi. If Scryfall would just fucking load, I could tell you why. Come on, buddy. Come on, little baby Scryfall. You got it. I believe in you. I'm rooting for you. We were all rooting for you. And I spelled it wrong. My fucking fault. I'm so sorry. Hold on. Okay, so what do you think of Radagast? Bad Eldrazi, maybe. No, he is broken, but for a totally different reason. He is broken because now the green players can lay out multiple 5 to 6 mana spells in one turn rotation for the same amount of mana. I don't know if you've ever been visited by the ghost of a 5 mana green spell, but it's fucked up. Okay? It's bullshit. All right? You know what's going to happen to you? They're not going to be doing, oh, Eldrazi for 2 less. They're going to be doing Cavalier of beating your ass. Thank you, Scryfall. We're going to gather Cavalier of beating your ass on someone else's turn. I play the Rhino that plays me more creatures. Fuck you. That's what's going to be, like, what's going to be evil about this is mono green draw go control. Oh, what's that? Oh, what's that? You tried to play an important creature? I flash in Kogla! I pull King Kong out of my asshole! Deal with it! Like, that's the deck. We built one of these... We built one of these in 15 minutes when we finished the Hobbit set review, and it had stuff like this in it, and I was like, wow, that's really good. Oh, guys, I hit the clip button already. Don't worry about it. I knew I was in one. We were in the good times, knowing we were in the good times. Yeah, like people who have not been subjected to a Yeva deck don't know about what can happen, and this is Yeva with a really good discount. Holy shit, what a good discount this is. Little Mr. Doom, thank you for the $5 super chat. What universe beyond characters do you think would be planeswalkers if not for the self-imposed rule? I really don't know. I think it's hard to draw a line for that. Robert Downey Jr. That's what we would get. We would get Robert Downey Jr. as a fucking Universes Beyond Planeswalker. Yeah, Sir Benedict Cumberbatch. I mean, Doctor Who would be a Planeswalker, right? Yeah, but they already made the Doctors, like, all the different legendaries. So yeah, we built a version of Radagast that had just like no synergies, nothing cute. It was genuinely just, we're gonna ramp into Radagast. We are going to try to play good self-contained threats multiple times a turn, and like that's fucked. And the other thing about it, the other reason you really don't want to go, we're not even gonna clip this. This is just for me to help you guys. The other reason you super do not want to go the Eldrazi route with Radagast is if you play Radagast and people don't know what's up, and you have a bunch of things like Kogla and Oher Castlum, you flash them in for super cheap and you take over the game. If they do know what's up and they kill Radagast, guess what? You are one land drop away from casting this motherfucker anyway, and then you still get to play. And so the difference becomes, am I playing 2 to 3 of these a turn, or am I still playing 1 of these a turn, which is good enough to not be out of the game? Versus if you're doing Eldrazi and they shut you down, now you're going from 1 Eldrazi to no Eldrazi. Every Eldrazi player just wants to stop playing Ulalek True. You can play Bender's Waterskin and cast up to a 3-mana card with this. That's actually fucked. Bender's Waterskin, instant speed Reclamation Sage. That's fucked. That's fucked. I can't believe I neglected putting that in the deck. What type of... So Bender's Waterskin, you can flash in Scute Swarm, you can flash in Tireless Provisioner, you can flash in Rex Sage, you can flash in Burnished Heart, though why would you? You can flash in Six, you can flash in Ramunap Excavator, you can flash in Wood Elves, you can flash in Springbloom Druid, you can flash in Palladium Mirror, Mossborn Hydra, Rishkar, you can flash in fucking Loot, you can flash in Mana Gorger Hydra. He just ignores Selvala. No, I'm not. It's because if you have the water skin, you're getting 1 pip. So you wouldn't be able to, on like no mana but the water skin, you can't flash in things with multiple pips. Because the command Radagast is covering the 2 green. So that's all I'm talking about. He was 2G. All right. Come to the front, dumbass. Walk on up here. Front and center. Front and center. Today we're going to be taking 3 toenails and your left nut. You're going to be like Lance Armstrong at the end of the Tour de France. Come here. Stand proud. I apologize. That's what I thought. That's what I thought. Thank you. Doesn't seem super broken if it's 4 creatures a turn cycle max while everyone else getting their full turns. Okay, but like we're still getting, like we're getting more than a full turn though. Like it's not like if we go, like you don't have to compare it to like, oh, everyone else is getting a full turn. What we're talking about is if you have 6 mana, you can cast 10 mana worth of spells on other people's turns versus casting 6 mana worth of spells on your turn. Or you can do, like, it depends on what your curve is. It depends on how big your shitters are. But if you go like, okay, I have 3 4-mana spells in my hand. I can cast all 3 of them in 1 turn orbit versus taking 2 to 3 turns to do it. Because I can go 2 mana on your turn, 2 mana on your turn, 2 mana on your turn. Now I have 3 4-mana creatures in play that I could not have gotten in any other world. Doesn't get wizard staff though. True. Yeah, and you don't have to do the green player thing of like, oh, I tap out and now I can get fucking hosed because I don't have mana up for interaction. Yeah. Like Beast Whisperer is 2 mana in this deck. Like you can take a turn that's just, okay, I play Beast Whisperer, I play Reclamation Sage, I play Loot, or I play like Springbloom Druid, I play Wood Elves. You've ramped, you've drawn cards, and you've removed something all on 1 turn. And then you get to your turn, and you untap them all, and you fucking go to town on people. Yeah, Wood Elves Forest do come in untapped, yeah. Also, I tried Deadlock for the first time yesterday with no previous first-person shooter experience, and I got flamed for being ass, which hurt, even though I was absolutely terrible. Yeah, Lila, that's part of why I don't play Deadlock. Everybody, like, Deadlock is just too sweaty. It is a great, great game. To me, it has the Fortnite build mode problem, where everybody who plays it is too good, and so it's no fun to learn how to play. Like there's no population of people who are bad that you can play with when you're bad. There's only people who play fucking 8 hours a day. And so you just get shit on. The problem getting into League does have, well, the thing is there is a population of people who are bad enough for you to learn with, but the League client is really bad at matching you with them. That's why you need friends to onboard you. Okay. With that amount of stuff, shouldn't Defiler of Vigor be an include in your Stompy Green thing, or am I straying out of the theme? No, I think Defiler of Vigor would be good. And notably, your Radagast decks don't really have a theme. Like, the theme of Radagast is it's 4 to 6 mana, and it's good. Defiler of Vigor is 4 to 6 mana, and it's good. And it's even more on theme because it helps us with the pip problem. Oh, hey, Molly, gotta make dinner. Do we know the timetable? I'll set the timetable right now. So right now, you are 2nd. I can move you to 3rd. Yeah, what timetable do you need? The problem with League is even the players on your level will flame you. Should I make it now or wait 2 hours? Can you go first? Because we can just do you first, and then you can be free to have dinner. Do you have time? Do you have time for that? I can absolutely go first. Okay, so we'll have you go first. Let me call the rest of the order. So we have Tomu, we have Elikman, we have On Cooldown, and then we have Neffy. And then there was a fifth person who bought a roast but did not fill out the form. So the fifth person, I don't know who you are. Please announce yourself and I will cross-check with my Ko-Fi profile. Razziest of the Raz. Thank you for the Twitch follow. Welcome to the doghouse. Okay, Neffert, you're Neffy. Perfect. Let me go live on Instagram too. Radagast theme is wow, medium cost green creatures are good. Yeah. Yeah, they are. You don't need Craterhoof. You just need Defiler of Vigor and fucking Imagination. I'm pretty sure it's me. I can send the proof of purchase in the Discord channel. No, I believe you. The opportunity cost for lying about that is so high that I just trust you. We're going to do the life update. We're going to do the life update after we do Tomu. Because I do not want to keep Tomu from dinner. Now, if you will excuse me for one moment, I need to get some water. And then we'll be right back and we will do Tomu's deck. Let me pull up the slideshow for that. Sleep. Oh boy, it's that serious. No, the update's not that serious. That's why we're delaying it by Tomu's roast. I think Tomu not missing dinner is that serious. I never want somebody to miss dinner because they're waiting on one of my videos. Unless it's a short form video, and then you abso-fucking-lutely you miss dinner. Okay, re-watching that. The Zim, thank you for the Twitch follow. Welcome to the doghouse. The Rogue Outpost, you do it by buying a commission on Ko-Fi, but we're going to be raffling off a free one later this stream. Be right back. Okay, we're back. All right, we've got Drink Water Redeem. Elikman, that makes sense. I am just kind of flying by the seat of my pants. Basically, guys, here's what you need to understand. Anytime I receive subs and or follows, my brain goes, you're doing good at streaming. Keep doing whatever you're doing. And a lot of people subbed on cooldown, gifted subs. A lot of people followed during the vamp section. So I was like, yes. More. Do not proceed with your plans. You do what you're doing. You're being rewarded for what you're doing. Hello, Enam. Welcome to the stream. Okay. LOL, Molly got lizard brain. That's what, like, streaming makes you dumb for that reason. Also, Sable Wave, thank you for the 6 months at tier 1. Welcome back to the dog home. And Dragig, thank you for the tier 1 sub. Welcome to the dog home. See, now it's 20 more minutes and no decks. I'm like, it's like Groundhog Day. Okay, for those of you who have never been here before, my roasties send me a deck list, a primer, and a power rating. We do not accept 1 through 10. It's now completely defunct. We do work with the bracket system. We mostly work with Silly, Spooky, Scary, which is a scale coined by my friend Danny Phantom, who, which is a measure of how ominous your deck's turns are to somebody who is paying attention and knows a little bit about Magic. So without further ado, Tomu has sent in a silly, spooky deck. I closed the slideshow. Tomu, this is your fault somehow. Shantoto Lina Inverse V3. We have a backup deck. Yeah, we're gonna go to the backup deck. Shit ass. My god. All right, perhaps enchantments are tentacles. We're gonna go back to the first fucking deck. Jesus Christ, dude. Never mind, we're going back to the second deck. I can't fucking win with you, dog. Okay. Apparently, Xyrus is so odious to Tubehound that he has recommended Bant! Bant! The least interesting color combination. But then again, what's more uninteresting than fishing? Right. Oh my god. All right. So I have seen a version of this deck before. Tomu is trying to max out Fisher's talent and make a bunch of 8/8 octopi. And they are trying to do it using artificial evolution now for no reason. Right? This is because the reason they were originally doing this is they had Xyrus in the command zone, and I was very, very inflammatory about it. And they were like, no, Maultown, I can artificially evolve Xyrus into making sharks instead of snakes, and then they make octopus. And so we've moved to Bant. So we're doing an Enchantress deck. Okay, Bant Enchantress draw is really good. So why on earth are we doing... What? Why do we still have this? I don't give a fuck about what else is happening here. What are we evolving? This guy doesn't make tokens. Is it for Springheart Nantuko? There is a tag that explains what can be targeted with it. Okay, my fault. Visual grid. All right, artificial evolution target. So for 7 fucking mana, we can make an 8/8. Okay, Arasta. Okay, Awakening Zone. All right, 7 mana, make 3 8/8s. I'm a little bit back on. You are a fucking fool. Okay, I'm with Paradox Zone, actually. Really, an 8/8 with Toxic 1 that can't block? Brother. Sure. I don't know how the layers work on this, but sure. It won't have Toxic or they can't block. Oh. Okay. I'm gonna lower my voice a little bit. Now I'm kind of... Okay. I'm kind of with you. All right, so we have a number of ways to make this card not suck. We have ramp. I do want to call into question, like, I'm sure you have other Enchantress draw engines in here, but is your plan really, I'm going to play a 6 mana commander to find a 10 mana payoff to dig deeper in my deck for another 6 mana payoff? Is that how far in this shit we are? Maybe? God damn. All right. Fishing is for patient people. Biblical greed. You're gosh darn right. So, I think my number one question would be, in Bant, why aren't you playing something good like Kellen? Right? We've talked, you and I have talked about this shit. Number 2, why are you not playing something good like Tuvasa the Sunlit? That's true. We got to just go to the playtester. I got to see, okay, we have Restoration Seminar. We have no lands. We have Ashiok's Erasure. Dog. Tuvasa is too much of a self-contained win con. Interestingly, I kind of disagree here. If swinging Tuvasa with no trample every turn wins you the game, that's like people got to help themselves at some point. Like people got to look out for themselves at some point. Now you start giving her like trample, evasion, whatever, but these are all things. Well, if I had Tuvasa, I'd be board bouncing all the non-sea creatures. Why? And Tomu, you and I get in this disagreement a lot in terms of like what radiators because I'm already doing that. Okay, my bad, go. So we're gonna take our free mulligan. Okay, we have on thin ice. We have no snowlands to enchant this with. Okay, we can get Fisher's Talent though. I'll fucking take that. We spar his headquarters. Next turn we Temple Garden. Or actually we can just Meticulous Archive. Surveil 1. The land. We have 2 already. This enters tapped. Oh my god, look at me. I'm playing such a fair deck with tapped lands. Actually, I shouldn't do this. No, I should do this. Yeah, I need to do this. It's a snowland. Practice for Fisher's Talent. This is 4 mana to play right off. Jesus God. So crack 1 for Fisher's Talent. Shimmerwild's Growth. Next turn I have Fisher's Talent. I have 4 mana. Oh, I would have played a tapped land here. So we do 4 to get Fisher's Talent out. We shock in another spell. To level this up. So beginning of our next upkeep. God damn it, the jank's here. Beginning of our next upkeep. We don't bother revealing it because it's Artificial Evolution. And now we can make the 8/8 thing happen. I think we do. It's been 6 turns. We've played no creatures. We could have played some removal. I will point that out. We have some interaction. We could have done something. But we've been like near tapping out for 6 turns, trying to go fishing. I think I would play like Starfield of Nyx. And then that way on upkeep, I would bring back like Sterling Grove. I would draw Buried in the Garden. Okay. I don't know that Awakening Zone is on top in this playtest because I'm only checking at the beginning of my upkeep. I feel like I Buried in the Garden a threat. 2, 4. I have 3 left. I Aang's Iceberg another threat. Type shit. We still don't reveal for Fisher's Talent. I would now go 1, 2, 3. Awakening Zone. Huzzah! 4. We are now level 3 in Fisher's Talent. It is turn 8 because we missed a start of turn thing. And now on our next turn, it is now Artificial Evolution's time. We also make an 8/8 for revealing a land. I'm so mad at you. I'm building the Kellen deck. Okay, you would not accept the truth into your heart. I can accept the truth into my heart. We have Idyllic Tutor. We need Simic, so we kind of have to be Bant. It's not turn 8 because we're dead. Yeah, we went fishing and we died of hunger out on the boat. We didn't bring any snacks because we were like, you know what? It's not my fault you refused to use the top deck manipulation of the commander to pull in all the enchantments because we had other stuff to do. He's 6 fucking mana. He's 6 goddamn mana, Tomu. And we had other things to cast. We were tutoring, we were leveling up Fish's Talent. Did you consider a 6/6 flyer would have stopped people swinging a 3/3? I'm so sorry that we could have gotten 1 body on board by turn 5. I obviously do not recognize your game. You are immediately docked 20,000 points for not just playing Tuvasa the Sunlit instead. You're killing me. You're killing me. So about Tuvasa, does your pod have a trauma response to Tuvasa? Do they just hate Tuvasa so much? Like, I just want to run a playtest where I pretend you have Tuvasa here. So I don't have this fuck ass. I go Surveil Land. I think that's kind of fine. Gives me a lot of mana. You are a freak for that one. Misty Rainforest. I'm not even going to bother cracking it. Turn 3, I play Tuvasa. Turn 4. I wait for someone else's turn and I like Amphibian Downpour. Do I? I really don't want X equals 1. But I do X equals 1 because I want to draw my land for turn. Whatever. This is an insect who taps. I designed this one, didn't like it. Hold on. 1 Enchanted Octopus. I'm beginning to have an idea why you didn't like it. Those are all command tower. Okay. Those are all command tower. Smart. Brother, what's happening? What's occurring to me? Okay, let me try again with Amaranth. All right, we get... Oh shit, Fisher's Talent in the opening hand. All right, we Wild Growth this land. We Garruk's for no reason. We Meticulous Archive, Surveil 1, fuck that land, Wolfwillow Haven. I have 6 mana for Amaranth the Lustrous. I can go Mirrex. I can go Fisher's Talent. I get to check the top card of my library. It's an enchantment. Okay. Kind of hot. We go to 3. We don't want to Omen of the... Yeah, we don't want to Omen of the Hunt because we want to draw an extra card from Fisher's Talent. So I do Sanctum Weaver instead. Next upkeep, I check it. Oh my god, it's a land. I get to draw it. We have 3 color. Oh no, number of enchantments. We have 1, 2, 3. I've missed drawing a card for Amaranth the Lustrous. Shadow of the Second Sun goes crazy with Fisher's Talent. I'm going to shake you. I am going to shake you until you sleep. So we get to float 5 mana off this. We need 6. So 6 mana. I level this up to 3. And then I theoretically don't know what's on top of my library. I will Shadow the Second Sun myself. Now I know. Now I know it's a land. So now I get to make an 8/8. And I get to draw this card. I'll play Hedge Maze, Surveil 1. You go away. My next upkeep. Oh no, it's Encroaching Dragonstorm. I do... Oh, you draw a card for your second draw phase. So I'm up 1 on this. So for 2, I will Fertile Ground Hedge Maze. I will check the top. I will pull Overgrowth in. I now don't know what's on top. We have, I think, 1 8/8 made at this point. I think I've missed a card draw trigger, but I've not missed my Octopus triggers. This is fucking brutal, man. For 3, I will just make this a super land. I will check the top. It's not an enchantment, and so I don't get anything for it, but this land taps for 4 mana now. Probably, if I know this isn't correct, I Encroaching Dragonstorm, get lands out, Lands enter. I get to check the top again. Now it's a fucking enchantment. I'm going to keep coping. I'm going to float 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I'm going to float 8 mana. Omen of the Hunt. Pull in this enchantment. I have 5 mana remaining. I have 2 mana remaining. I'm gonna kill you! All right, there, you missed it to Hancher. All right, we finally get a land. A second 8/8 has hit the fucking tower. There we go. There we go. We're getting it now. On turn 8, we get another one. Okay. Now we're hitting it. I am going to give you the exact same advice I gave you during the deck review of this, which is even if you don't want to switch commanders, I think it is ridiculous to not have a super high land density in this deck, especially if you want to be doing something like Shadow of the Second Sun. Sure, Sylvan Library would have helped a lot. We did like we did have to dig like 5. We had to do the amount of work that would have won 3 different commander games if we had a good deck. Because of how cooked we were. And like, even if you like, we can talk about like, oh, it wouldn't be cool to do landfall stuff. You're playing goddamn Ban Enchantress, brother. I think the ship has sailed on the moral high ground. And so whether you did what I suggested in the review, which was to do precog engines and do more just straight playing off the top, I do see Amarith's game. I will admit I was wrong about Amarith's game. It is better than I thought. I don't think you get to Amarith soon enough. That boy is late to the mandate. I don't think you have enough board control, but if you want to play in bracket 2 La La Land, that is fine. I do think this should be like a I do think this should be like a 44 land special. Like, I think you should just have a shitload so that you most of the time think you're going to hit a land, and whether that requires you to play more landfall payoffs to make it fine, I think that's okay. But just like, goddamn, assembling like the whole machine and then still not making 8/8s for like 3 of our flips makes me want to lay down and scream. But it is a really fun deck idea. I think it's really funny when you get there. The path there. Glarb is a potential pivot. With Glarb, you lose out on a ton of the... and you'll see a through line in all the stuff we keep recommending, which is maybe have a 3-mana commander instead of a super fucking expensive one. Maybe be able to begin doing things sooner. Like 2/4 with Death Touch would also be useful. Black gives you access to... Like, you lose the enchantment-specific tutors, but we gain the everything tutors that can just do the exact thing you want. Speaking of Glarb, okay, we're gonna end up with 8 different versions of this deck. This deck is gonna be the Mickey 17 of your pod. The Glarb version is just gonna be blatantly cuckolding the fucking Amarith version. There's 12 I've already discarded. Brother! At this point, you don't need a deck roast. You need an intervention. You need the people. Bro's basement is littered with the corpses of Fisher's Talent decks. What the fuck? You're Pepe Silvaing Fisher's Talent? This is you with every piece of paper is a different Fisher's Talent combo line. Oh, God. You gotta stop. You gotta stop. I do think Glarb would be pretty good. I think Glarb is like... Glarb achieves what I wanted Tuvasa to achieve, which is it de-incentivizes people to attack you early. It allows you to play Fisher's Talent off the top. it allows you to, it doesn't let you draw as many cards, but it lets you work through as many cards as Tuvasa would, because you can always just surveil 2, and if they're not Fisher's Talent, into the grave. So I think Glarb would be very possible. He also looks like he fishing a little bit. He's fishing for something a little bit different. He's fishing for a different type of worm. But I think Glarb would be another really, really good shout. Lulu, thank you for the 5 Real super chat. This guy's why WotC wants and needs to make anything can be your commander a rule. LMAO. All right. Tomu, you gotta lay down and have a nap. I do see the game you're on. I think this is really cute for bracket 2. I think we're still missing out on a lot, and most of what we're missing out on is the speed. You know, we're getting outrun by 80-year-olds. But thank you very much for submitting, and for the love of God, stop building these decks. Bokanism, thank you for the tier 1 sub of the 2nd month in a row. Welcome back to the dog home. I appreciate that generosity. Tomu, you could probably get away. You could probably get away with, I play a lot of lands. I play a lot of things that let me play multiple lands a turn, and I like empty my hand, and then I use Amareth on turn 3 and turn 4 to begin rebuilding my hand. I think that could work. Either rebuild my hand or rip through my deck. Yeah, I'm saying like it is even worth it to do non-enchantment synergies and to play things like Loot. I don't think I would ever use Loot's activated ability, but I'm saying I would do like high land count, anything that let me play additional land drops. I would even be playing Oracle of Moldiah. Oh my god, a precog engine. What could happen? So all the stuff in the Xyrus deck, all the stuff in the Kellen deck. Thank you very much. We're going to go to the manual ad break, and then it's going to be time for the channel update before Alec Man. Peach tea, I think we are. Depends on timing. If I can keep the average roast time to under half an hour, we're going to be doing it. Little Mr. Doom, thank you for the $2 super chat. What legendary Pokemon should I make a magic card? Totodile. Yeah, the Xyrus deck is fine. It just made me develop rabies. But like I think I'm overrating Xyrus, and I think Tomu's underrating Xyrus, and I think if we compromise in the middle, it's still roughly appropriate. I just personally don't like Xyrus, and I think there are cooler things to be doing. Tassili, yes you can. Am I in the mood for a big dragon orgy? What's on the backside? A child. Pass. Always in the mood for the orgy. I ain't raising no babies. By chance, will there be custom cards on Thursday with a guest? I will talk about all that in the channel update. This is not like big earth shaking, but for the 10 of you that follow Freecound and the like progress updates that I do every week on Freecound, it's just one of those. Every week. Well, right, Kolos. But that, like, the channel updates were the first casualty of my jaw not working because they don't make any money. And I'm having to pay money to dig myself out of the jaw pain hole. Like, I think at minimum, if I'm getting acupuncture done every weekday, and that is $50 or $60 a visit. And so I have to do, like, to get that done, I have to do things that make more than $60 in a day for it to even be worth getting better, which is a horrific thing to say, but is the position that I'm in right now. How does one get their deck reviewed by the Magic Goat? You go to a different channel. Thank you so much for the compliment. You buy a redeem on Ko-Fi, or you win a raffle that we will be doing later this stream. Bad deck guy, there's a roast command. Time get, we talked about some of them. I'm on several occasions appalled by the fact that Facebook catches my posts way harder than Instagram, so number go up, woohoo, but dear God, do I fear the type of person consuming my content. I think everybody goes through that at some point in time. Like, you can't really control, or you kind of can, but it's tough to control what algorithms are going to pick up your content. Icon, thank you for the 1 year at tier 1. Welcome back to the dog home. I appreciate that generosity. Little Mr. Doom, thank you for the $2 super chat. By the way, how is the flowery deck video doing for you? We will talk more about that in just a moment. I think that is pursuant to the channel update as a whole. And Lulu, yeah, daily acupuncture. It is one of the only things, I mean, like, doing all of this, like, Qigong stuff, doing more push-ups. I'm doing, like, a lot more squats and hip opening activities every day. But daily acupuncture, or every weekday, because the clinic I go to is not open on weekends. Getting it done every weekday is like the only thing holding me together. All right, we'll be right back with water, and then we'll do the channel. Qigong, where'd she go? You're so fucking funny, brother. Okay. Time kit, I agree that's cool. We're probably going to talk about that on a future stream because I have already vamped all I can vamp today. All right, recording is going. This is going to be we're back to the weekly channel updates. We are live on stream, so Twitch chat, say hello to YouTube. YouTube chat, don't say hi to YouTube because I have not combined your chats yet. It's been a long time since we did an update, mostly because my jaw has been super bad. It's doing a bit better on the other side of MagicCon Amsterdam, on the other side of many, many, many acupuncture appointments. I can now do like a 4-hour stream again, which is very positive. I don't think I should do very many, if I do any at all. The gate, the guard, the key. We still got shooters out here. Thank you. So how have things been going? Bad in like big red and black bold letters is what jumps out of my mind, just because there is a lot of stress. I think the things that are bad are the deck review channel is not bad, but it is on or I shouldn't call it bad, but it is on a decided negative trend that certainly worries me and stresses me out a bit. It has been trending downwards for a little while. It was having a bit where it was trending like, it was like, okay, it's getting 10,000 views a day. It was going up towards 15,000 views a day. And then it would go back down a little bit, and then would come back up, and then would go back down, and then would come back up. But each peak is getting lower, and each peak is getting lower, each valley is getting lower. And so the amount of money that it's making is still incredible. It does seem to be trending back down towards like $30 a day total. And so a thing I want you guys to be on the lookout for on the horizon is if that negative trend line continues, the deck reviews will go back to $20, which sucks. I would like them to be $10, but them being like $10, being $5, being free is all predicated upon that channel doing so well that AdSense is paying me instead of you guys, because at a low enough return, I should just be doing something else. I should just be trying to do another Commander roast. I should be trying to make another skit. I should be doing more I should be doing more like vocal exercises to try to get back to doing the deck building challenges that we did. And so there was a little bit of time where I was like, wow, deck reviews are actually going to become a significant backbone of what I'm doing, and they're going to free up my time, and now they're no longer doing that. Watch my videos or give me money, peasants. I mean, yes, or I'll just stop doing the thing, right? Like, I don't think the deck review channel doesn't need to exist. I'm very happy that it does exist. I'm just saying that we are getting to the level where if it doesn't do better than what that trend line implies, either by hook or by crook, then I'm just not going to do it as much, because it just won't be worth the time investment, and I will do something that will be worth the time investment. Other side of it that's also frustrating, and is why my first thought about how things were going was capital B bad, is the views on the main channel are all fucking over the place. I think this is because we've been pushing clips so much. Plenty of those clips are not so good. Some of those clips are quite good. And I think maybe the YouTube algorithm just doesn't know how to deal with them, which is very frustrating for two reasons. Number one, I want to make the streaming more popular. And the number one way to make streaming more popular is to cut clips from your stream and then beg people in the description or comments of that clip to come check out the stream. And so I don't want to stop publishing them. The things that have sprung to mind is like, oh, well, I could try to be, we can be more stringent, we can be more calculating, or we can have a higher barrier to entry of what clips get published in the first place. But that becomes a problem for the guy doing my clips, because then he gets paid less, because I can't afford to be like, oh yeah, these clips are hurting the channel, so let's just publish a third as much and do it at the same rate, because none of the clips do like negative good, right? Like the worst a clip does, let me try to find some examples, because even a bad clip will, where's the short? Like, here's a really bad clip. This is a clip I did about the movie The Exit 8. This clip made $11. It had a third as many likes as usual, but 2 people subscribed. That's 2 people who now follow the channel just because I said something about a movie that I watched one night. Like, that is a non-zero benefit, but there does appear to be some sort of like broader algorithmic weirdness that is happening, because the clips are getting less reliable. And me and my clipper had talked about, we can only send 1 to 2 variety clips every week, because if we send too many of these, they dive. But even the many of the ones that I would call like on theme are also diving. Yeah, like the number one deck building trap I see, the best way to teach MTG, optimal hater behavior in Commander, like these are all, was he pub stomping? Why discussing deck power doesn't work? Like we had been getting to the level where we were getting pretty reliable, like, oh my god, this one did over 500,000, like, oh my god, this one did over 200K, and slowly but surely the average trend line for how the clips perform is also getting worse and not better. And I figured it would get better as we got more practice, as we got more exposure to like what type of clips do well. So it's very frustrating in the sense that I think I understand what makes a good clip a lot better than I used to, but it does not appear to be translating to them actually doing any better. And I think the core friction in my head is God, does more money just make things easier? Because the fix for this, like the immediate no questions asked fix is we just put all the clips on a stream specific channel and stop giving a shit about how any of them perform. But the problem with that is then we would immediately run out of money for the clipper, because right now they're getting paid based on how their clips perform. And on this channel, like they do well enough. The new channel, one, wouldn't be monetized for a while. I don't think the clips would get enough views to monetize the new channel. Because guys, to monetize a YouTube channel off of shorts, you have to get like 10 million views. It's over like you have 3 months to get the 10 million views, but you need a fucking shitload of views. And so the original deal I had with my clipper, we did 4 or 5 months. We did 4 or 5 months of EBB. Hand up. Hi. Oh yeah, what's up? Z has had a breakthrough on getting the stray kittens that were taken care of, spayed and neutered and vaccinated. So that's also huge. I think a dedicated shorts channel would also run into the free count problem where only a smaller portion of people will watch. I think that's fine though. Like I think so whenever I talk about, I'm so sorry for the channel update watchers. This one's going to be kind of long, I think. I think that is fine. Because when I say algorithmic weirdness is happening, what YouTube is seeing is, oh, on half of these guys' shorts, they're locked in. And then on half of these guys' shorts, they don't give a shit. And that's happening because the content types are different. Half the time you're getting to see a commander roast or you're getting to see like a comedy skit. And then half the time it's me doing a Twitch clip, which has been pretty hit or miss on delivering the same vibe. And so the shorts channel would start smaller, but the hope would be we want YouTube to see that channel as like anybody who watches that is people who are interested in live stream. Okay. Hi, baby girls. Anybody who watches that is interested in live stream Malltown content, and then that channel would build up or fall apart depending on how good the live stream content is, which is fine, right? Which is fine. Oh, right, 4 to 5 months. So we did 4 to 5 months of, I paid him $1,500 a month and it was just clip to try to figure out what worked and didn't work. And now we're moving to, you get paid what you produce. And so if I could just pay the clipper like $1,500 a month in perpetuity, independent of performance, that would solve every problem. So there's some degree to which I'm just like, oh, I should just do more deck roasts. I should, the idea of like, oh, just lock in more, just like do more. Because if I just had, like, people say money doesn't buy happiness, sure, but it does buy stress relief. right? Money can't buy you fulfillment, but motherfuckers aren't sad on a sea-doo. And so if I just had more money, I could just pay this guy enough to be like, okay, everything, money buys food and food makes me happy. Holy shit, David on Street solved it. New marks right there. Bro gets it. If money can't buy you happiness, you just don't have enough of it. Thank you, budget. So yeah, there's a lot of stuff where it's like, man, if I just had more money, this would not exist to me as a problem because I could afford to pay him enough to keep working for me, and we could move all of these things to a live stream channel. I feel like I missed a super major part of context for this conversation. This is a channel update video. I'm recording this. It's going to go up on a secondary YouTube channel. That's the only context you're missing. Because let me show you guys another example. So this video, I don't know how many of you watched this video. I don't know how many of you liked this video. This video was 9 minutes, and I swear to God, the thumbnail was higher quality than that. It was 9 minutes, and my editor did not have to do anything for it because I just hit start recording. Budget, it is. We were doing a deck roast. We're doing the channel update. Then we're going back to deck roasting. Anyway, the editor didn't touch it because I just recorded it inside of a stream. And I was like, oh my God, that's so positive because it made like 43 people subscribed. It made $100, and I did not have to do any more work than I was already doing. Huzzah. This caused so many issues with the few sponsorships that I did have. I had to deal with I had to have like 5 different conversations where I was assuring sponsors that the views would not be this low on other projects, where I had to explain over and over again, hey guys, this was a different type of low effort video that I thought my audience would care about the subject matter, but my editor, like my long form video editor, is $275 a video. This content was not worth me spending $300 on getting made, but I did think it was worth having exist. I'm never going to put one of your ads on this type of video, but I want to be able to make them so that I can get $100 extra, right? That shouldn't be a ridiculous thing. But in the world of corporate marketing, if you are not as big as like Prof or fucking Commander at Home, like if you don't have either 1 million subscribers or all your videos don't get 6-figure views, they just don't listen. And so the problem we're having with shorts is, I think, very similar to this problem, where it's a bunch of shit that like should exist. I'm already making it. Somebody would enjoy it, but putting it on my main channel is actually causing like significant and identifiable problems. So I think that's why everything feels bad right now. It feels like the clipping situation has gone from helping me to hurting me, and the thing that is preventing it from just being all good is me not being good enough. Because if I was better at and I do not think capitalism is a meritocracy, but if I was better at monetizing my content, I would have more money, and then I would have enough money to separate these in a way where I didn't have to fucking care. I am astounded by this affecting your channel so negatively. I mean, it's not killing the channel by any degree. I'm just seeing weird view behaviors. And so I'm beginning to get like, I'm not losing my mind. Why not put vids like the turtle one on your other channel for deck reviews? I'm going to start doing that. We did, I snipped out the portion of the Radagast deck build, and that's going to go on the deck review channel as well. How much of this do you think was caused by the 2 month of break due to Draw Machine problems? 0, actually. people, I no longer believe on YouTube that taking a break affects you, unless you take a break for like years. I took even without the jaw problems, I took a 47-day break from publishing any short form content because I was burnt out. And on the 48th day, I published another piece of short form content, and it did exactly as good as the piece of content 48 days ago. So I think breaks inside of 2 months, I know don't fucking matter. Don't fucking matter at all. So I'm not worried about the break for. I'm not really worried about the break for that. Tomu, and I appreciate that excuse deeply, deeply. People making second channels has been a very normal thing right now. I don't know why YouTube wants it. I mean, the thing is, like, it's not even second channels. Every professional YouTuber I've talked to has like 5 or more. Like, I've talked to, this was months ago at this point, but the last time I talked to Ben, he was thinking about it. I don't think he pulled the trigger on it. I met non-Magic YouTubers who do like D&D stuff in Amsterdam. I met another guy who did like League content. But everybody I've spoken to is like, oh yeah, I have a channel that only posts one type of video ever. And if I want to post a different type of video, I make it on a different channel. Yeah, the YouTube algorithm is like very, very keyed into, we want to know exactly who to show your channel to every time you upload anything. So all of that swirling around in my mind, really practically things are good. But I think everything with content as of recent has been pretty stressful. A bright mark is, I think I published like the best video of my career last night. It is a complete fucking flop, which is actually a really great lesson for me on not hesitating on doing these things, because I'm never going to be in control of how they are received. And so like this one, I think I just like waited too long to do it. But it was great to, like, Z and I had a great time filming it. This was the first one that Violet of Good Games Morley co-wrote. I think it's the best script I've ever worked on. Not saying much for my or best skit script, right? My solo Commander Decro scripts, those can get pretty good. Best skit script I've ever worked on. Loved it. Fucking tanking, as we can see, like completely fucking tanking. And so oddly enough, this is one of the few things that I'm not dooming about, and seeing this do so bad just made me be like, oh, there's no pressure. Like, if the great skits are gonna do bad, I just do more of them, right? It just means I don't need to be like pretentious. There's no weight of expectation, because my best work that, like, I know for a fact this is funnier than many of the other skits I made. It is like more well thought out. The acting is better, the punchline is better. And none of that matters. It's helped me kind of release the idea, because I think I was falling into a mindset of like, good content always does good, to avoid tricking myself into thinking like, no, I'm making good content, the algorithm just doesn't like me enough. And I think now I'm pulling back. Now I'm pulling back into like, content can be good and not perform well. I didn't get it because I didn't watch the movie. That does surprise me. I don't understand why the guy is underwater. So I think that's the one where if you didn't watch the movie, you didn't get it, because that was a one-to-one thing that happened in the movie. I don't think a guy doesn't die underwater. One sec. Okay. Let me I'm watching the short now and he passes as crazy. I'm like, thank you. See. Um Last I checked, the Odyssey picks up after the war is already over. Not the movie. Not the movie. Anyway, let's tie this up because this channel update is already super long and we have deck roast to do. Everything is really bad and really stressful and is feeling very gated by my ability to pay the people working for me. Which is really, really stressful. And based on conversations I've had with other people, is leading me down a path of I want to avoid employing or pseudo employing people however often I can. I think that will be good for my mental health going forward. I think there are a lot of bright spots. Getting to film this skit was pure joy. I liked it. Z liked it. I'm going to be trying to do more of that. Content coming up this week. Monday, we're not streaming. We are filming with Decked Out. Tuesday, I'm streaming Deck Roasts. Wednesday, I am not streaming. I have a to-pay appointment. Thursday, we are doing custom card reviews with Beard Princess. If you don't know Beard Princess, they are a very close friend who Z and I play World of Warcraft with. They do play Magic, but they are much less knowledgeable about Magic than myself or Elk. So if you want, like, their reactions to cards are going to be way more yelly and loud and about themes, and way, like, they're not going to know, oh, this card combos with this card. They're just going to know, like, oh, drawing cards is bullshit. That type of thing. Friday, we should be streaming. I think we are going to try the Nuzlocke again. Sunday, we're definitely streaming. We're definitely doing deck roasts. Saturday, TBD. That's the only day. I don't know if we're streaming. If we do stream, has to be something pretty good. Like, either has to make a lot of money or get a lot of views, and we'll see. So thank you all for your patience. Twitch chat, thank you for letting me repeat things like 18 times. I'm going to end the recording. All right, now we have to do 60-second ad break to have time to get through Neffy's deck. And then we're going to do Neffy's deck roast. Sound good, everybody? Quiet take. I've been playing Magic for about like 4 years now. Maul, thoughts on the rumors of Universes Beyond World of Warcraft? I would fucking lose my mind. I would love Universes Beyond World of Warcraft. I would... Give me Medivh, okay? Give me Medivh, give me Thrall, give me every glup shitto from all of the lore books. Yeah. Give me Lich King, for sure. Yeah, we'll do Elikman next. I forgot I said that. Nefert, you're last. My fault. How have we been playing Magic for the same amount of time, but you know like 3 times the cards? So a fair amount of my Magic career has been card lookup guy. On cooldown, you're going to be after Elikman, before Nefert. Mortva, are custom cards such a big pillar of this channel? I don't care about them, but is there such an audience for that? So custom cards are weird because they do not get great... they don't get great viewership, but they do make a lot of money because individual authors will pay quite a bit of money or submit a large number of cards. Will, I'm doing all right. How are you doing? Tomu, you would not be an F tier. Okay? It's selling yourself short. You would be in like F minus, G. I would come up with like tier delta, tier omega. Okay. Next up, I'm going to re-begin recording, so we have something for Mango. Next up, we have Elikman, who has sent in a spooky deck. I cast, get creatures with big power. I distill them into delicious essence, which fuels a long and fruitful life. Okay, so we have new Dina. with a little freak bug! Okay, that's fine. I don't give a shit. Little freak bug who's never done anything wrong. Well, we're skipping our first land drop. Can't believe I didn't have it. Really quite a fucking shame. We can't even play a land untapped on turn. Okay, whatever. I missed my first land drop. I play a tap land. I'm fine. Nobody look at me. Anyway, Yargulin Multani. Applaud! Applaud me! Oh, good job, baby. Okay, thank you. Next turn, I mean, it's probably Dina, right? And then I make my commander a 2021 and I gain 18 life. I'm rocking with that. I mean, it's turn 5 and we crumble to one path to exile, but who gives a shit about that? Oh shit, and I draw a card. Huge. Play this. Play Jouafit. Jouafit's actually cranked in this, because now we can keep bringing back Yargulin Multani, and we can keep Dina Essence Brewing. And then I get a 2-mana Ghalta after I do that. Alright, it's turn 6. I have 2 20-power creatures and a 12/12 with trample. Alright. Good luck, bracket 2. Oh, Jesus. Enduring Tenacity is fucking filthy. So we can Toxic Deluge, board wipe people, right? Because everybody who's not us does not have big enough creatures to survive. Toxic Deluge. Oh, just draw 18 cards. We don't even need to draw 18 cards. We just kill people. 20 power, 20 power, 12 power. That's pretty fucking cute. What happens if you don't get turn 1 reanimate? You are a freak bitch. You are a freak. You know what, Elikman? You are a freak bitch, and that's what I love about you. We're gonna turn 1 Bojuka Bog somebody, though. We're gonna turn 2 do nothing. We're gonna turn 3 Dina. We're gonna turn 4 Enduring Tenacity. And we're going to do a little something called Mambo number 5, where I spend 3 mana to Wall of Blood. I pay 39 life. I sacrifice it to gain 39 life, put all those counters on my commander, and make somebody lose 39 life. Golgari! You cast Shock? No, you don't. I'm holding priority. Fuck you. Fuck you. I hold priority. That's pretty funny. Okay. I like this. I like the top end I'm seeing. I am worried about the disastrous lack of early plays. I'm a little bit confused by 3 mana ramping in this deck. This, like, we're gonna get a little bit into the weeds on this one, because the Dream, I'm rocking with the Dream. 39 life Wall of Blood into, I slurp it up and projectile vomit it at you as damage. You are cooking. I am never mad at Yargulin Multani. Fucking idiot. Fucking fool. Idiot fool. But yeah, I question the lack of things to do on turn 1. I question the lack of things to do on turn 2. It like neither playtest, it felt like we never had something good before Dina came out. It always felt like we were playing Dina and then something good was happening. Gwenna lets me cast a ton of my creatures in the big fella section. So I'm not debating your need for ramp. I'm debating the timeline of that ramp. Because if you're casting Gwenna, in the playtest we've seen, you're casting it turn like 4. Because we're gonna want to have Dina out. Like, I don't disagree with the idea that you want ramp. I disagree with how we are doing ramp. Like, the curve feels very, very clunky. It feels like you have a Formula 1 car and your wheels are square. Because, like, yeah, you get Bebop and Rocksteady and you have Selvala out. Heat! I trust you! It's dope! But this seems like the type of deck where I would be more inclined to do whatever I could to get Dina out on turn 2. And then I would be doing like the big 4-mana chain together more ramp. Like Skyshroud Claim, you're missing Traverse the Outlands. Right? A thing that will convert Yargle and Multani to like I have enough mana for the rest of the entire game. How pip heavy are we? We have 1 or 2 things that are pip heavy, but we do have plenty of costs. Like, that's where I would be, is so like Kami of Whispered Hopes and Gyre Sage. Greed is good. The second commandment is if you can float more than 10 mana, you must. So I like Gyre Sage, I like Kami of Whispered Hopes. The ones I'm not convinced on are Harrow, Nature's Lore. I can see Steve, because it draws a card with our commander out. 3 visits. Even Gwenna, which is crazy. I normally love Gwenna. I'm normally screaming for Gwenna in every fucking deck. But those I think could become either 1 mana plays to get Dina on field turn 2, or like 4 and 5 mana ramp plays to just get you fucking Okay, baby, I love you. Or 4 and 5 mana plays like Gitrog Ravenous Ride, like Traverse the Outlands, like Skyshroud Claim. Because notably, you can like, this is like the fucking most boring accountant synergy ever. You can Skyshroud Claim and then still have 2 mana open to sacrifice with Dina. There's a lot of stuff like that that I want you to be able to do, where even though Gwenna's good, Gwenna can't do that. Life gain payoff. Yeah, that's fucked up. Yeah, that's fucked up. Yeah, that's fucked up. I mean, you a goddamn liar, but you only need 2 turns to do this, so sure. Yeah, that's fucked up. I think this one just clean sucks, brother. I'm gonna be honest with you. I think this is the guy in the entourage who does not deserve to be there. But it's not that bad. It is recursion. God, that's pretty good with our commander and pretty bad otherwise. Yeah, I do think these two are the members of One Direction that nobody remembers anymore. Which of the Moors is I think is good enough though. So most of these are good enough. What the fuck is Contest of Claws? Target creature you control deals damage equal to its power to another target creature. If excess damage was dealt this way, discover X, where X is that excess. Oh no! Okay, that's... I can't believe I didn't know about that card. That's fucking evil! That's fucking evil! What? What do you mean you hit my guy with a Honda Civic and a new bitch pops out? You beat my grandma to death like a piñata and now you get an 8-drop? No fucking way! That's awesome! Oh, I might be a green player now. Oh, that's so fucked up, bro. What the fuck do you mean? Why are you pulling a Birkin bag out of my grandma's corpse, dude? Fuck off. That's so good. I love that card. I love that card. Yeah, I hit your grandma so hard, I got a new iPhone. Contest of Claws is interesting with the Death Toucher. I think it's very interesting with an 18 power shithead too. Rest in peace, my granny. She got hit by a Yargle. I guess it would be hit by a Multani, right? Multani Bazooka. Yeah, it would be Multani. The King Cow. Thank you for gifting us up to Titan Castles. That's pretty sick. I'll give you that one. That's pretty sick. Terra Symbiosis fucked up. Reanimate's definitely fucked up. I like that we have some good removal. Okay, Retribution of Ancients kind of cracked. Windswift Slice kind of fucked up. Yeah, like the... So I really like what happens in the mid game here. I just think you hitting snooze on that alarm, brother. We got to wake up. What you need? You need that push-up alarm. The thing that makes you do like 50 push-ups before you're allowed to shut the alarm off. And for you, it's I have to cast Llanowar Elf for 50 playtests before I'm allowed to enjoy this deck again. Because the only thing holding it back from greatness is that we just kind of waste 3 turns for no reason. So if you don't want it to be Llanowar Elves, right? Because ramp is evil. If you do not want to walk down the path of playing evil and boring cards, we at least have to find more meaningful things like Lupin Prototype or Mono Sentry to do on the early turns because we just keep not seeing them. See, like I'm happy with Hunted Horror. Fuck yes. This is what I want. You show me a deck full of Hunted Horrors, I am with you, brother. A 7/7. People know what's coming. We curve out. Bang. Got him. Wall and Blood will go crazy here. But I still end up feeling like we want more ramp anyway, because Dina's ability is kind of mana restrictive. Like Dina's ability, we can't play something and sacrifice something on this turn. All we can do is sacrifice something, and then we have a big commander, very easy to blow us out. We can play Jeu Effete to set up for something else, but like that's all we got. We miss a land drop, so we can like play Terra Symbiosis, or we could have played Terra Symbiosis instead to draw a ton of cards. But everything we want to do takes a ton of mana, and we just don't have the mana. We don't have the mana to pay for it right now. So I think Blood Pet could probably die. You could get rid of like Blood Pet. I would be very, very suspicious of anything that is 3 mana in this deck. Like Wall and Blood gets a pass because holy fuck. I would be very suspicious of anything that is 3 mana that we want to sacrifice. Because 3 mana that we want to sacrifice means we need 5 mana to do it on the turn we play it. And this does not seem like a deck that is great at getting to that 5 mana quickly. I know I'm missing Delighted Halfling, but I have basically every other 1 mana dork. You don't have Wild Growth, you don't have Utopia Sprawl, you don't have Exploration, you don't have Burgeoning, you don't have Boreal Druid, although I can understand you skipping Boreal Druid because it makes colorless. You don't have Arboreal Grazer. Like all of these things that don't tap for 1 mana every turn but put you 1 turn ahead of curve are still worth considering. You don't have Gilded Goose. Yeah. So there are more that you don't have than ones that you do have. We have Sakura Tribe Scout. We have that boy. But this is... So let's stop talking about boring shit. Are there any other... What's some filthy stuff that we can put in this deck? We're drawing a lot of cards. We got a big graveyard. We don't really care about mass reanimating. Like, we're going to have a big graveyard, so mass reanimating is not going to be bad for us. but we would rather just bring back the big shithead over and over again. I thought Gilded Goose was bad outside of food decks. I mean, it depends on your needs. For you, I don't think it is. Ooh! Do we have Soylent Golgari? This one's pretty bad because it's mana intensive. So the ramp section does have to work a lot. The ramp section does have to work a lot more cleanly than it does right now. But Phyrexian process, we have it already. God damn it. God damn it. Where's it at? Oh, there it is. Yeah. Are there enough legendaries for Cleopatra, or is that too cute? That's definitely too cute. What do you think of Blossoming Bog Beast? I think my worry about this works really good if we have a wide board. And a problem I saw with the deck while we were playtesting it is we are really good at getting 1 to 2 scary things. And once we get 1 to 2, like we get 1 to 2 scary things in play, and then you really have to not pay attention to us for anything to happen after that. Like the board's going to be pretty tall. It can get wide if we get something like if we begin establishing things like Mocio, if we get like Witch of the Moors, you know, it's not impossible for us to get multiple creatures. Ooh, Phyrexian Dreadnought could be interesting. Can we... Does this have an errata? Can we respond to this trigger? Because it's win. It's an ETB trigger. It's not an as. Can we play Phyrexian Dreadnought for 1, stack it, and then choose... Or can we not choose the impossible choice? If we... Oh, if it's no longer on the battlefield, you may still choose either option. I think this would solve a million problems instantly. Because then we have a thing that will sack itself, so it will cantrip, it will give us 12 life, it will give us 12 power, and it is cheap enough to not be a fucking hassle to curb out with. Isn't Dreadnought like money, money, money? So a basic swamp that you've written definitely Phyrexian Dreadnought on in Sharpie costs 25 cents. I have to go use the bathroom very badly. I will be right back. Have you plundered OTAG, CDA Power, Commander Golgari? We have not. What about Genova? So you accidentally draw 30 cards. I am loath to recommend another like expensive setup piece because this deck is... Listen, Elecman's never done this before. I am going to I'm going to give him a break because he's never done this before. This is a little bit Factorio coded, where we have to spend 4 to 5 turns setting up something very compelling, and then we blow the roof off the whole place. And I tend to not enjoy that as much. Dale, thank you for being a member on YouTube for 18 months in a row. Am I smoking too much if I wanted to make a storm deck with Saruman as the commander instead of Black Waltz number 3? Depends on which Saruman, but potentially. Okay. OTAG CDA power. I actually don't think Lumra would be a bad shout for the deck as a whole. Especially, we only have like 4 pathways to reanimation, but this is like very good card. It's only going to get more powerful as the game goes on. Milling yourself will be valuable. Getting the lands out of your graveyard will be valuable. Being able to recur this thing over and over will be valuable. The downside is it doesn't work with Jua Feet. I think if we were doing more like I think I would believe in some of these more if we had like Marin. If that was what we were trying to do, we were trying to like have a bunch of early sack fodder for Marin and then get experience counters up to bring back the fodder for our commander every turn. Let me look at your considering for what veggie cut. Oh man, we don't love Fido Titan. Veggie cuts. I agree with Bebop. He doesn't curve into what we want to do. I agree with Deadly Brew because we're not getting wide enough. There's a version of this deck that can use Deadly Brew. I don't think it's this one. I agree with... Oh, Hangerback's so greedy. Hangerback's so fucking greedy. I agree with Jadar. I don't think this gets out of control quickly enough. I'm surprised about Morbid Opportunist because this is normally a card that just gets like... This card just gets so much fucking mileage every commander game it's ever been played in. It's like the inverse Fairy Mastermind. Like everybody thinks like, Morbid Opportunist, normal precon card. And then it like draws as many cards as a fucking Rhystic Study. I agree with Pest Infestation. You don't make the money like that. Okay, low-key veggie smoking a little crack on this one. I would take Pit Automaton, personally. Personally, I think Pit Automaton is so fucked that... Or the mana... So often, the holdup to having a cool turn is having the mana to activate Dina. Or like really a cool turn 4. Because if we go Llanowar Elves, Dina, Path of Ancestry, now we Wall of Blood and we wait. And we threaten them bodily. I think you're cooking with Pit Automaton. I think you're cooking very, very hard. What I'm trying to consider is if it would be better or worse to go for things that made you more... Because right now we're playing pretty heavy into the, like, I'm going to get big and tall with counters and then have a benefit for counters. I'm trying to think if it would go smoother if you had more sack fodder and more ways to sacrifice at instant speed. Elk, thank you very much for the raid, my friend. I hope you were having a good time doing your deck reviews. We're in the middle of some deck roasts myself. Elk birthday 1 week. Don't forgore. I will not forgore. Yeah, I like what you have. I want it to be so much cooler than it is. I have half a mind to tell you to play Dark Ritual. There's just like... There's just so many times you feel... It feels like you are just barely short on the mana you need. But maybe that's just a bracket thing. Maybe that just means that you are destined to play in mid to high bracket 2 instead of bracket 3, or you just have to little bean a little bit. Because I think if people ignore you for 4 to 5 turns, the deck is like stone cold unstoppable. Here we go. Does this? Yeah, we pay 3 life. We Nature's Lore. Whatever. Command Tower's now a forest. Next turn we go Garen Brig, Dina. So maybe we go this. Yeah, to spare ourselves the life. We go Dina. It's like, the shit we want to do, right? We want to get Hunted Horror on the field. We want to get Kami of Whispered Hopes on the field. And then we want to sack to make that happen. But we can't because we're 2 mana short. And if we had Dark Ritual, that's the 2 mana we need. I mean, maybe is Castle Garenbrig our Dark Ritual here? No, it would add 6 green, which doesn't work for Hunted Horror. Is the $200 Marvel card in the deck? Probably not yet. I love Shang-Chi for this deck. Shang-Chi would be crazy fucking heat for this deck. This would be Pit Automaton, but good, because then you could hold Dina back and activate her at haste speed. That guy's $200. The special printing is Rockhurst Rakshasa is in the deck. What's going on with Ochre Jelly? Enters with counters. If it had more counters, make a token that's a copy of it. Okay. Here's my final assessment. Elikman, this deck has a little bit of ADHD. We have a lot of tangentially related, pretty cool things we want to do that synergize pretty well. But God, our path there is really clunky because we get halfway through doing the dishes, and then we go to clean our room, and then we go to start a new business, and then we go to start a new workout plan. And my medical advice to you is to take meth about it. I think anything you can do to rocket up in mana in the early game is what's going to save you. So whether that's Shang-Chi, whether you play Dark Ritual, whether you play things like Culling the Weak. Or maybe not Culling the Weak. I'm thinking of, there's a 4 mana board wipe that floats mana for every like small thing you board wipe, but you need something that is going to give you explosive mana. Culling Ritual. Because it seems like we are always 2 to 3 mana away from having the nastiest turn 4 imaginable. And so you can keep it as it is, and your deck will have nasty turn 6s, nasty turn 7s. I'm so sorry I can't stop. But if you want it to play a little better in bracket 3, where we have to go like a turn or 2 faster, I think you should throw in more ways to cover the Dina mana, to just get a little extra mana for 1 turn. Because if you get to slam like Hunted Horror, Kami, stack Hunted Horror, this thing is so big that like it covers your mana needs for the rest of the game. And then I've talked about the cards that I don't think have enough upside. So I think it's pretty cool. I just think I'm not really sure where to put you. I think you got to take the ankle weights off a little bit. I think we've built it a little bit too fair. But Elikman, thank you very much for submitting. We are going to go to the manual ad break, and then it's time for On Cooldown. I am going to go use the bathroom, but I'll be right. Oh, hard cuts, please. Hard cuts. I would say Blood Pet. You need things like Blood Pet, but I want better than Blood Pet. Dread Horde Invasion. I don't think this is quite good enough. I almost want to say Tend the Pest because I don't think going wide is good enough for you. Like, I think we would rather do the synergistic Dina thing, then do the like, oh, but what if instead of Dina I do this? Gwenna, Eyes of Gaia, Harrow. Yeah, this is Sacred Creature. Gwenna, Eyes of Gaia, Harrow, Nature's Lore, 3 visits, Vanewitch Coven, because you are already so mana cooked. I love Mimic Vat, but I also don't. Those are my only hard cuts. I'm also looking at Warden of the Grove suspiciously. I'm also looking at Ochre Jelly suspiciously. I'm also looking at Willow Dusk suspiciously. I am also looking at Bygone Colossus suspiciously, because even at 3 mana, we're just so mana gated that I'm not sure if it's totally enough. He does straight up kind of suck, but I like him because of it. I will be right back. We're on cool. All right, we are back. I'm sorry about that. It got wicked and a little bit evil. Sold out soon. Thank you for the tier 1 sub. Welcome to the dog home. Would Chief Warg's company be any good? All right. Last thoughts on Elikman's deck. The problem with Chief Warg's company is there is a version of this Dina deck that is all in on Bitter Blossom and Bitter Blossom accessories, but you would have to completely rebuild it. Because right now what Elikman's trying to take advantage of is big swings in life, big swings in power. You can instead take advantage of drawing a card for sacrificing a creature on everybody's turn. Right now, we're not built to do that at all. We could be built to do that, but to be built to do that, we would have to like redo most of the big fellas section. We would have to do like, all right, how do I Bitter Blossom, Bitter Bloom Bearer, Dreadhorde Invasion, Chief Warg's Company, even like Ravenous Michaeloth, just anything. Like it could work. You would just need a totally different deck than what we have. Was thinking of using it to have blockers then sack it. Right, that's why it would work. But it's still a totally different deck than what we've laid out here. Like you can't, I think it would be bad to do this, to just like throw this in on top of the existing deck. I think you would just get, it would just get even clunkier and it wouldn't do enough for you. As an aside, isn't this card insane? I mean, this is the limited Day Ruiner 9000. In Commander, it is insane if you play it on curve, and it's totally fine if you play it any other time. That is IMHO on this card for me. Who's next? It is On Cooldown. On Cooldown has sent in you. Why is he so sticky? Fucking better not be. Anti-board wipe Kindred. All right. Every single mid game just devolves into how many board wipes can we play this game? So you have bad friends, first of all. So I decided to build a deck that's so sticky, it often takes 2 or even 3 board wipes to finally clear the board. I know why you're asking. Why Kolfinor? It's simple, because he's got that hard wood. You gotta stop. You gotta stop, man. Okay, straight to the playtest. We have 1 land, a Soul Ring, a Draft Chaff, a Draft Rare, Draft Chaff, and an Ashnod's Altar. Fucking perfect. A Mosswort Bridge, a Hideaway 4. What's the 4? Draft Chaff. Okay, maybe something. Maybe something there. Sure. I will hide Revelark. Get the rest of these out of here. Turn 2. I Soul Ring. I pass. Where are your lands, brother? I discard Azuri's Predation because we're never casting it. I play a fucking Scry land. So I know you said the deck was supposed to be board wipe resistant, right? I think it's board wipe resistant because nobody would fucking want to board wipe you because they feel too bad. There's an angle. There's an angle. For it's difficult to board wipe me. It's not mechanically difficult to board wipe you. It is spiritually difficult to board wipe you. You have played Soul Ring and are somehow in dead last. Whatever gets the job done? No. If I went to a doctor complaining of constipation and he pulled out a shotgun and blew my asshole smooth off, I would not look at him and go, yeah, man, whatever gets the job done. Come on. What's in this fucking deck? How's he sticky? Blight Mound. And we have Crater. The whole deck is held together by fucking flex tape. And the flex tape is just you slamming Crater Hoof and Cracker Hoof over and over and over. And an aristocrat payoff. My God. My God. Little Mix Doom, thank you for the 100-bit cheer. Earlier in the stream I caught you were talking about Power World. My problem with the game is the fan base around it. You point at a creature that looks like a specific Pokemon, and they'll be like, oh, does Nintendo have a patent on cats? And I'm so tired of it. Yeah, I mean, don't interact with them, right? Don't interact with them. Fuck them. Cleanup crew. Okay, so this is like... Okay. It seems like it could be a couple different things. This deck goes infinite with a ham sandwich. Okay, that is derogatory for what you have laid out. Like, don't worry. Don't worry about the deck of Draft Chaff that does nothing for 5 turns. It'll go infinite really quick. Don't want to toot my own horn, but I'm very difficult to board wipe. None of my things look very good, and at a random point you don't know, I will combo off, sir. I will combo off. He's so sticky. Dear fucking God. Dear fucking God. Alright, Wormcoil Engine, dope. Voice of Resurgence, actually based. Based card. I love this. Okay, this fails on a few fronts for me. I understand wanting to get back at the people who board wipe too much. The problem with this for me is Abzan was already tremendously good at not getting board wiped. Whether you want to make your stuff invincible, whether you want to phase your stuff out, whether you just want to bring your stuff back in the first place, like being sticky to the board has already been Abzan's thing. And we, to achieve that same vibe, are spending most of the game playing useless dog shit. And the only time we're relevant is when a Crater Hoof comes down, or a fucking 3-piece Infinite comes down, which is Rage Bait. No matter how well you built it, that is Rage Bait. That is Rage Bait meant to trick new players into thinking good cards are pure evil. That's all it is. It's all it is. Which frustrates me deeply. Like, I have trouble, because you also, we somehow, and this is why I'm convinced you're a true and perfect Rage Baiter, we have somehow managed to not at any point put people in a situation. I know that you have more lands in here than we're currently drawing. I know you have ramp. I'm not tweaking about the lands that we're drawing or the ramp we're drawing. I'm tweaking because none of the stuff we play matters until we hit oh hey, the game's over now button. And that is my most despised part of Magic in the entire world, is nothing I do matters until it's a win con now. I cannot threaten my 2/2 with persist is not threatening you. My Voice of Resurgence is my favorite card in the deck, because this one is threatening us a little bit. This is like, they're gonna want a board wipe. But if you tell me, oh, the point of my deck is that I'm extremely difficult to board wipe, you better show me some shit that I want a board wipe. So you dislike combo? Yeah, I hate combo. I think that's very well established. I think that's probably the number one most established thing about me as a Magic player in my entire filmography. Right? Because when I started playing with a Niv Mizzet Perun deck, and it was a combo deck, and I was like, oh, this sucks. This sucks and is awful. Honestly, Mauled, you're too nice in the on-demand reviews for combo decks, because the on-demand reviews, you're not paying me to drag you. Here, you're paying for my unfiltered dog shit opinion. And my unfiltered dog shit opinion in this deck is that you should be put in one of those nursing homes for old people that were mean to their kids. All right? On-demand review, I'm just going to help you. I'm just going to help you. Right, and Gen Pop might not have the answer to these decks. And so you just sit there being like, oh man, I play a 2-2. Oh man, I play a 2-2. Oh man, I play a 3-2. The game is over now. So like, can we get anything going? Can we get anything going? I'm gonna turn 1, play a land. Turn 2, play a land. Oh, I would have swapped these around. I thought I could pay 3 to make this come in untapped. So I'll do Arcane Signet, Skullclamp. This comes in tapped. I'm gonna do Orzhov Signet, Safehold Elite. How does this deck not get ignored until Craterhoof randomly gets played? That's what it does! You're a haunted house for white people. But Mauled, when I assemble my Rube Goldberg machine of Kolfanor, Hangerback Walker, Pawn of Ulamog, Grim Haruspex, and Viscera Seer, when you assemble your 5-card infinite, I'm more angry at you. Like that. Here's what it is. 5-card infinites in Magic to me are like loyalty testing your romantic partner. I know it's not a one-to-one thing, but I swear to God the vibes are there. It is the same, like, you being like, ha ha ha, you didn't know these, like, terrible cards came together to win the game Exodia style, is the same thing as like, oh yeah, I had my girlfriend flirt with you to see if you would flirt back. I'm so glad you passed. Like, it's this weird, like, it feels condescending and disrespectful in a deep, deep way. Like, I develop rabies instantly. Hardcore Hippie, I do check YouTube comments, but as a rule, I tend to not reply to many comments during roasts unless they are about the deck itself. I mean, is it still as bad as Great Henge, 23 mana, Finale of Devastation? It depends on how you pilot it. What I like about 23 mana, Finale of Devastation in comparison to these decks is the Finale of Devastation decks don't act like they're not fucking with you. Like when I play against the green Stompy players, they go, hey, 5 mana, this guy's gonna fuck you, dumbass. Get ready. I'm hitting you over and over and over. And then when I get 23 mana, I'm hitting you for lethal. What I despise is when we like are little beaning with trash cards. We're little beaning with trash cards, and I hate when combo decks are not about their combo. I hate when a deck is like, oh yeah, I just can combo off. It might just happen. Like, we're all friends here, but I bring I just have some fentanyl in my pocket at all times. And sometimes it just slips into a drink, you know? I can't control it. I'm not in charge of that. I don't control the speed at which your body metabolizes fentanyl. That's not my fault. That's how I feel about decks like this, where it's like, if we want it to be about, here's what I could love. Here's what I could learn to love. I am a combo deck, but it's difficult to kill me because I have a bunch of blockers who keep coming back. And it's difficult to get rid of my combo pieces because my combo pieces are sticky creatures that keep coming back. I could love that. I could love an archenemy deck that told me up front, I'm trying to assemble like a 4 to 5 card infinite. I dare you to stop me. I dare you to stop me. I don't think you can, because I have the worst fucking 2/2 you've ever seen, and he's never going away. Like, my deck is South Park, my blockers are Kenny. I'm back with you. I'm back with you. But what I would want to see in that situation is I would want to see us actually have the rest of the deck live up to that expectation. Right? Have the better cards. Have the things that are going to like either have tutors, even if they're the expensive and bad tutors. Have things that are going to be better card selection versus like, oh, I'm going to top deck probably trash for half the game, and then maybe the combo will come together. I hate a combo that's just in the corner. I hate a combo that's in the corner. Make it the centerpiece. Because I guarantee anytime you draw the combo, that's what people remember. You can't tell me, oh, this deck. So is there a path that this deck is super sticky and kills everyone? Yeah, but it depends on if you wanted to combo off or not. Like, I just laid out the path for you to do it via combo. I think the path, there are many ways by which there are many ways by which you can make an Abzan deck kill people. Like, I think like Craterhoof and Crackerhoof work. I think what I dislike about it is we go from 0 to 100. Like, the deck goes from haha, look how weak it is, to I have won in one step. I think if we wanted to extract more joy out of this, I would probably be going for things that were more like build up over time. You know, the Ouroboros. I would do Ouroboros. I would do Germination Practicum. Because, like, we want it to feel like you can't get rid of my shit, and my shit keeps getting more and more problematic. I don't like the curve of, oh yeah, you can't get rid of my shit, and it doesn't matter until it kills you. I want there to be a buildup of like, hey, it's a problem. What are you doing about it? And they go, fuck, I guess I'll board wipe you. And you go, well, unfortunately for you, board wiping doesn't actually do anything, fuck ass. You better have another board wipe. I think what would be great, hold on. Yeah, I hate that I'm agreeing with MLP, but you gotta tease me a little bit, okay? Okay? Don't stroke my erogenous zones, but stroke my angry zones. You know, try to tickle me a little bit. I'm gonna get pissed off. I'm gonna put my hands up. That's what I want out of this deck. Like, okay, here's what you do with the garbage 2/2 with Persist, right? We have, where's that dickhead? Safe Hold Elite, right? I have Safe Hold Elite. I play Felithar. I sacrifice it. It comes back with a -1/-1 counter. Felithar puts a +1/+1 counter on it. Now I can keep doing that over and over and over again. It'll put a counter on my board every turn. And now you're in a situation of like, fuck, how do I get rid of this draft chaff? If I can't get rid of this draft chaff, I can't stop them from Craterhoofing me slowly. Here's what you gotta be. I need you to go watch Saving Private Ryan, and I need you to watch that scene where he's stabbing him in the chest slow, like, over the course of like a minute. That's what I want you to be on. So go for things that are inevitable, but are not an immediate win. So one thing I actually like, I hate that I'm going to say this, I'm fucking with Cruel Celebrant. I would not recommend that the whole deck is about aristocrat effects, but I'm fucking with the idea of you going, look at all this garbage. Every time you board wipe it, hey, you're going to lose 5 life. It's all coming back, by the way. You made no forward progress. You go read All Quiet on the Western Front. That is the deck you are trying to make. You need to capture the human struggle of millions and millions of children, 16-year-olds, 19-year-olds sent to the front, dying for nothing, for real estate that didn't matter, for rich old white dudes who didn't care about them. That's the energy we need to have in this deck. And that is the energy Ouroboros brings to you. That's what I'm on. And quite frankly, I think that fixes every problem I have with this deck. I think most of the problems I have with this deck are personal bias. If I'm gonna be totally honest. But the way in my mind you fix that personal bias is this, by having the payoffs be more of a gradual buildup and less of a, oh hey, this pile of trash is now animate and is Exodia. You could do things like Painful Quandary, but I don't love that. Let's look at OTAG gives PP counters all Commander Abzan. Okay. Is it EP counter? No. Felithar. Oh, 2 all. My bad. Alright, so low key, Felidar Retreat. How do you build jank without it going infinite? Because I haven't been able to do it in any of the jank decks I've made. I think that's just a natural result of the type of jank you like playing with. I really don't like playing with aristocrat cards, and you seem to really junk, not jank. And you seem to really like aristocrat cards, right? You like Viscera Seer, you like Hangerback Walker, you like Cruel Celebrant, that type of stuff. And I hate those cards, so I don't play them. And so I never run into this problem. So like I would just see what happens if you stop playing free sack outlets. So like abandon bro, this is so bad. Bro, this card's so bad. It's so bad, but it could be so good for you. It could be so good for you. I don't even know if you get away with this one because I think people just block and kill your stuff because it's so small. Yeah, I would be doing things like Mikaeus. I would be doing like Honest Mikaeus. I would be dropping Shadrick Silverquill. I would be considering Anduril. Um, fucking Loyal Guardian. You could even do Cosmogrand Zenith. Because then there could actually be this push and pull of, okay, I'm going to be playing these good +1/+1 counter cards that will overwhelm you. And if you remove them, they're going to come back and I'm going to put +1/+1 counters on them a different way. Like I am the inevitable overwhelming tide. Does that make sense? Rayhan seems perfect for that. Yeah, but I hate Rayhan. Rayhan's perfect for I actually think a thing we like about this deck is not keeping the counters. I think that is the core conceit of the deck still being not that powerful is you can reset me a little bit. You just can't reset me all the way because I'm always going to have a new creature. I think the moment we begin going like okay, you board wiped me but it did truly nothing, I think the gimmick collapses again. I think you want them to feel like you want them to cast Wrath of God and you want them to go, "Oh man, okay, that really helped. Why does he still have like 4 creatures though, and why are they all 3/3s?" That is the situation I want to put people in with this deck. Orange, thank you for the Twitch follow. Welcome to the doghouse. So on cooldown, I'm putting you in the rage bait section. I think you did build. Listen, objectively speaking, if I remove my bias and all the hatred in my heart, you built a wonderful deck. Speaking personally from the soul, fuck you and the clique you claim and your dusty ass shoes. But I do think there's a very cool deck inside this one, and I think it's very possible to find it. So thank you very much for submitting, and I hope you have a wonderful day. Hardcore Hippie, thank you for the Prime sub. I appreciate those Jeffrey dollars. Orangilio, thank you for the Twitch follow. And Zentakuma, thank you for the Twitch follow. We're going to go to the manual ad break, and then Neffy, if you still want to go last, we're going to do the gate, the guard, the key, and then do you. I'm going to go get more water because my voice be hurting. What's up, Hippie? How's the jaw holding up? Yeah. Can you roast me? How much money you got in your pocket right now? I'm gonna let you consider that while I get some water.
Right. What's up, chat? You're rolling with me today. How's everybody doing? I went and got a burger. I'm starving. So we have kitten update. The deck you're about to see is atrocious. Just saying, oh no. Locked Mauled in the closet. I did lock Mauled in the closet. I'm forcing him to eat food because he doesn't take care of himself.
I don't know what you mean.
Uh-huh. Yeah, sure. Oh, our sweet little baby's asleep in the corner. Oh my god. We got an upgrade. Block Universe Quantum Immortality is officially your best life. Oh my god. No. Okay, so anyways, hey. Update on the cats. So, finally found a place that was willing to take all of them in. We weren't sure, or they weren't sure if they were going to take the mom in. Turns out she's pregnant again. Turns out she's about to have another 5 kittens. And so I kind of figured because she had a really really big belly, and she was eating just everything that was in sight. So there is a neighbor near us who I've officially filed with multiple coalitions to go and trap the cats, who has just been feeding strays and not getting them treated. And so this poor sweet baby, who is, they think, barely a year old, has been just getting messed with the local cats, essentially. So they are keeping them. They do think, with how, like, she's so sweet and she's so cuddly and she's so kind. Yeah, honestly, what is with the slut shaming of the cats? Yeah, what's going on? So I don't know who the dad is. There's a neighbor that has just been feeding cats and not getting them spayed, and kittens have been popping up. So my ad ended and all I hear is Z exclaiming, "Pregnant again!" It's the cats. Sorry, I didn't realize that an ad was going. That's my bad. The cats have been taken in to get treated, to get their vaccines, to get spayed and neutered. They didn't know if they were going to take in the mom. Turns out the mom is pregnant again, so they are taking in the mom. In the meantime, as they're treating all the sweet little babies and the mama cat, they're going to put them up for adoption, so we may not need to foster them. But if they do, they're going to reach back out to us. In the meantime, any of your donations, I know he'll approve of this. Any of your donations that you did for the kittens, we had already bought a crap ton of cat food and other supplies for those cats. We're going to donate them to the place that has taken them in. So we finally done it. I've called literally, I think, upwards of like 25 places to try and get them treated, because it used to be, at least in the Bay Area, if you reached out and were like, "Hey, I found some cats, I'm willing to foster them," they'd be like, "Hell yeah, let's treat them for like $10 each and then put them through the foster system and help you guys, get food and stuff." That was like not the case around here. I was losing it. Hey Z, just always wanted to say your name always brings out nostalgia for me. It reminds me of home that I left in Russia, since letter Z is used by military like propagandists there and stuff. Fuck! Damn, that's crazy. So happy there's a mostly happy ending. It is a happy ending so far. Whether they have to get fostered by us again or not, They're very positive that the mama cat is going to get adopted because she's so sweet. She's so sweet. Man, so the cats have finally been taken in for treatment to get vaccines and to get spayed and neutered. But it turns out mama cat is pregnant again. I know I'm repeating myself a lot here for everybody who has been in stream for a while, but I think it's good news that everybody knows and gets to celebrate in. No.
Hi. Thank you.
Absolutely. So she's getting treated, she's getting seen, she's most likely going to get adopted, they predict within like just a couple of weeks, honestly. Did you see my personal question? I did not. I did not see the personal question.
Do we need to donate again for the second litter to get spayed and neutered?
Oh God, no. The place will take care of it.
Okay.
I was starting to freak out. Guys, I'm not gonna lie. I was starting to freak out these last like 4 days because I was calling everywhere and they're like, well, you know, thanks for wanting to foster these cats. We're not gonna get you a discount or anything for free. It's going to be $300 per cat.
Yeah, that shit was
just for spay and neuter, and then like another $400 per cat to get them vaccinated, and I was freaking out. I was literally having like a meltdown. I'm like, we can't front that cost.
Mm-hmm.
Why do I look so goddamn short on your stream?
No reason.
This is
it's certainly not reality.
This is very insulting.
Certainly has nothing to do with.
What the fuck, man? That's not fair. Makes me look very tiny.
Well,
it makes me look very tiny.
You are.
I'm not very tiny.
You are the perfect size.
Sir. Okay, but anyways, so I'm gonna wait for them to call us to see if they need us to foster them. Okay. They said probably not, since they're very cute and the mom is very, very sweet, that they'll probably get adopted within, because as they're treating them, they'll put them up on for adoption. If we do need to foster them, I'm gonna keep all the food. If we don't need to foster them, I'm gonna donate it to that place that's taking them in.
Perfect.
Okay, awesome. Thank you everybody for helping us with the cats. That was very stressful, and now I'm gonna go yell at our neighbor about it.
Mauled is 6'1", if I recall correctly. You fucking don't! I'm 6'4". If nobody in the room is 6'4". If somebody in the room is 6'4", I'm 6'3". Get it right! Also, Tropa Tweeter, thank you for the 6 months at Tier 1. Welcome back to the dog home. Who said 6'4" centimeters? Which one of you did it? Okay. I'm feeling better. I am feeling better with food. Settled on my first deck roast for Tuesday. Gonna give you a shitty Delina Wild Mage deck I built yesterday. Throw some chaos at my friends. Fucking great. Thank you so much, Schluck Stew. Bam, bam. What else do we need to do? Z should be sending Maulhound out to fight the neighbor who's not taking care of the strays. So the thing about that, dog, is the neighbor who's not taking care of the strays is like a 60-year-old Polish woman. She's like super sweet and nice and non-confrontational. And I would feel very bad beating the fuck out of her. She is a menace and does need to be stopped. Okay, she needs to be stopped by the authorities. But I am not about to go like fucking run up on this woman. Where we at with those kittens? What's happening? The gate to guard the key. Let me look back in your order details to find it there. Okay, where are we at? These are all the Tuesday ones. These are the custom card ones. Dragig. These are all still custom card stuff. I'm finding it. I'm finding it. These are the on-demand deck reviews. Found it. No marble. We're not on the free one yet. Finally, you're live. I finished your furry fox femboy art commission, but I just can't DM it to you for some reason. Tweet it at me. Dark Bomber, thank you for the 500-bit cheer. Yo, Malton, I was wondering if for your next YouTube short commander review, you could take a look at the Rampage Man himself, Gabriel the Archangel. So, Dark Bomber, number one, I appreciate your money. Number two, I do not allow people to pay money to jump the queue on the commander review shorts. I allow you to do it for basically everything else, but so many people for so long have maintained comment streaks that I don't want to betray those people. Number three, you are never getting your fucking money back. Thank you very much. Okay. From the Gate, the Guard, the Key, we have an Elenda and Azor deck we know nothing about. The Great Wheel of Capitalism. I'm not reading any of this shit. Playtest. Yep. That's a 6-mana Esper commander for fucking sure. We got a Scryland. Yeah, great. Let's lull him into a false sense of security. What in the fuck is this? I mean, it's staying on top. We're going to have to make some room in the rage bait section. That is the rage bait Consphinx. That is the classist awakening Consphinx. The bourgeoisie Consphinx. We're leaving it on top. We're going to turn 2. We do nothing. But we can Arcane Denial somebody. I'm going to do it just to feel something. Brother, what the fuck? Brother, you're painting a picture here, and I do not like it. Darkwater Catacombs. We've somehow managed to duck having white. Alright, at long last, it's turn 4. We are going to cast a spell. Bam. The picture is AI slop. Can we get a confirmation on that? Because I would be somewhat surprised, right? Since it has a Scryfall printing, and Scryfall doesn't normally let you upload random shit. Anyway, Thrawn Dynamo. It's not. All right. I play Consecrated Sphinx. I play a Bounce Land. Oh no, I still have this. I bounced this back. I draw 6 cards. Brother. Brother. I play Elenda and Azor. Or do I? No. I pay 4 mana for Hedron Archive. Then I pay 6 mana for Elenda and Azor. Next turn, I draw 2 cards, pay 4 life, make 2 tokens. I do that on the turn after that. I do that on the turn after that. I pay down 12 life to untap. I win the fucking game. Are you serious? I knowledge is power. I swing Elenda is Azor and these bullshit 1/1s. I can pay... Oh no, I can only pay 3. I can only pay 3. Oh, but they all have lifelink. Ooh-ah! So I draw 3. I now have 6 4/4s. I gain 24 life. I have to win from there. Brother, you are the devil. You are the fucking devil. Family planning. Oh, these are knights. You know what? Genuinely, knights indestructible. Dope. Lifelinking knights are indestructible. Actually fuck with Vodalian Wave Knight. I love your balance of like garbage bulk rares and evil cards made by the devil. Economic boom. Oh no. Oh no. So where's our... We have 9 ramp pieces. I'm gonna keep it a whole stack with you, brother. This would be... It is incalculable how much stronger this deck would be if you would play a fucking 2-mana rock. Holy shit. Holy shit, my brother in Christ. If you had a single thing to do before turn 4, the world would know your fury. Why are nearly all ramp pieces Sungjin... Why are nearly all 4 ramp pieces 4 mana? Because this motherfucker has a poster of Sungjin Woo on his wall. That's why. They did not come here to win. They did not come here to curve out. They came here to aura farm. And then win if ignored. Wait, actually, but I want my commander on turn 4. Well, so I'm not saying you cut the big rocks. I'm saying you have a way to get to the big rocks sooner. Like, you don't... The ramp section you have isn't commander on 4. You're playing this on 4, dog. Like, what I'm talking about is you want to be able to go like a Signet on turn 2 to play one of these on turn 3 to play your commander on 4. Or to play Consecrated Sphinx on 4. Or any... We got Thought Reflection in a deck with no ramp under 4 mana. I'm gonna shit myself. I'm gonna shit myself. You, with love in my heart, you sound like my friend, or this deck build looks like... It reminds me of my friend who really excitedly told me about a crypto arbitrage scheme they came up with, and they went 12 grand in credit card debt trying to flip crypto. It works, I swear. We saw the playtest. We saw... So, quick question. We understand what your mana curve is. What is your Xanax budget that you dose the table with to get them to ignore you? Because if you land drop into the massive ramp, it works. If you land drop into the massive ramp and it doesn't fuck you, best deck ever made. Best deck ever made. First card we play each game should be the commander. Okay, I'll do that. So, we have the setup. You tagged. Explain to me how this is a turn 4 commander. Explain that shit to me. Explain that shit to me. Right meow. Right meow, you piece of fuck. I will play Hedron Archive, and I will pass. So especially if we want the first card, we play each turn to be our commander, I have no justification, I have to admit. If we want the first card we play every game to be our commander, I think playing it on turn 5 is just... It makes me think less of you as a person, is what it does. It makes me feel like you're bullying children. If you're somehow getting away with this. Because if you wanted to play no creatures until turn 5, and you only wanted to play these really big mana rocks, you know what I would believe in? I would believe in you going like, okay, well, I've not played any creatures, and neither have you. I'm feeling like this is never going to work. No, it can super work. There are 2 ways. There are 2 ways this deck works. Or works better than the fucking turn 5, I play a 6 mana permanent. The 2 ways it works better. Honestly, I want the big mana rocks to play constant wheels plus card doublers, because they're expensive. So I'm at no point the gate to guard the key. At no point have I even been attempting to imply that you should cut the big mana rocks? What I'm saying is that your wallet is too thin. I'm not saying, oh my God, why do you have an Amex Black in here? Amex Black can't buy you anything. I'm like, brother, you got to get on these Jamba Juice coupons. You live a tough life. You really like smoothies. You need all of it. If you get a library card too, I know 24-hour fitness got a first month joining promotion. Get one of those cards. Local coffee shop, get a punch card. Sign up for Groupon. That's what you have to do. You broke bitch. With love in my heart. This is not enough. It is not sufficient. So if you took this to like 15 pieces of ramp, and they don't all have to be mana rocks. A Deadly Beast Killer, thank you for the big shout out on Tataru Taru. You can do that. You know, you could do Tap Treasure. Because you get a Tap Treasure on turn 2. Now on turn 3, you can cast Thrawn Dynamo or Hedron Archive, and then you're fine. Right? You cast Lotho on turn 2. Yeah, sure. We'll get there. So I'm not recommending you cut the big rocks. I'm saying right now your game plan is predicated upon land pass for 3 turns. And then on turn 4 is the first turn you do anything. Like, this is what I mean. This is actually perfect example. Perfect example. All your stuff is expensive. Great. Narset's evil. Okay. But oh my God, if this hand had a 2-mana rock instead of one of the big expensive spells, we get to Consecrated Sphinx a turn sooner. And that can make the entire difference in how a game plays out. So like we go get our planes. This is a 2-mana rock, by the way. So we go 2-mana rock. We go land. And now, because we had a 2-mana rock, we can hold up commit. We can engage with somebody. And then I think this would be our actual turn 4. Now we can play Kaiza, which is bad. Now we can concede. Should I cut counterspells maybe? I kind of think you might want to. Like, here are your 2 options. You cut some of the win more stuff to do 2-mana rocks, or you play a bunch of board wipes. Because the other thing that makes not playing a creature until turn 5 okay is on turn 4, you wipe everyone else's creatures. That's fine too. So the stuff I think is the weakest for you. I think Scrawling Crawler, don't be a bitch. I think these are good. I think Rafine is pretty win more. I do think Narset is pretty like, just win, bro. You're Esper. Just win. Yeah, your other game changer wants you to draw cards anyway. This should just be Demonic Tutor. Like, you're trying to be super evil, but the building project has been delayed. Evil is now forecast to be finished in about 2035. Not the One Ring. I would say Demo Tutor, because sometimes you're going to need a land. Sometimes you'll need a land. The One Ring is good in every deck. It is not what this deck needs. It is so not what this deck needs. This deck could turn a tutor into, like, you know what's infinitely cooler than the One Ring in this deck? Tutoring for Knowledge is Power. Because Knowledge is Power will actually win you a game. Demonic Tutor for Rodalian Wave Knight and blow somebody's fucking brains out. That would be awesome. We have no need. We have no need to the One Ring. Yeah, but One Ring lets you draw a million cards for knowledge. Not actually. It takes you multiple turns to do that. We're not doing any artifact fiddling. The playtest we saw, once this deck comes together, it can close in like 2 to 3 turns. Yeah, like without doing any other untapping shenanigans, I would genuinely prefer you demo tutor for like fucking Wave Knight, um Con Sphinx, even Frantic Search. Like I just don't Yeah, we fuck the One Ring for this deck. I'm okay with Notion Thief. I just don't think Narset's good enough. I think you need Ponder because you don't have 2 mana rocks. I think you need Phyrexian Arena because you don't have 2 mana rocks. I think you need Careful Study because you don't have 2 mana rocks. Brainstorm's a very good card. Regrettably, these cards are all very good. Regrettably, these cards are good. Regrettably, these cards are good. Careful Study is too. I'll fight you on that one, Malt. I think this is good. I think we want ramp more than we want this. That's it. That's the only real thought there. Like, because so much of our deck is already in on ramp, I think we want the big expensive stuff more than we want the tiny efficient cantrips. Ooh, Time Kit with the fucking heat. Get fucking out of here. X codes. Careful Study is good for graveyard shenanigans. Yeah, name 12 happening in this deck. Gate to guard the key, that would be my recommendation. And I would just get in with 2 mana rocks so that you have a way to go. So that like ideal playtest is instead of hell, even instead of a land here, or this land is a 2 mana rock. So we draw for our first turn, we play a tap land. Next turn we go 2 mana rock. Next turn we go 4 mana rock. And then we have our turn 4 commander, right? And then we're hitting the line you told us we wanted to hit, where we want to play Elenda and Azor first, and then we want to begin casting like big and scary permanents. And now on this turn, 4, 5, 6, 7. I'm sorry. Oh yeah, and now we can cast Seagate Restoration on curve. And we fuck them up, right? This is what we want, yeah? That's it. That's the only tweak. But personally, oh, Necrologia. My bad, yeah. Necrologia, I mean either though, right? Both of these make us very happy. Because it works. Yes, when you like I think people can still kind of come shove you in a locker on the early turns, but many decks suffer from that. When you have the mana, you're my guy. I love this deck. It is viscerally upsetting how much we ignore. We were just like, I don't even need it, bro. I don't even need it. I don't need money like that. You see this Amex Black when I finish, or you strike me, it strikes me as like Catch Me If You Can, right? The guy who was just so averse to ever having a fucking high paying, like he conned his way into a bunch of high paying jobs and was like, I can't just have the high paying job. I gotta con again. Just be a doctor. It pays enough. Just be a fucking physician, bro. And then I think this shit is hot. So I would just do a few improvements. Smothering Tithe over Narset. Demonic Tutor. Demonic. We have... So here's why I love Demonic Tutor, right? Because tutors are boring when your deck is boring, and tutors are exciting when your deck is exciting. So if we are tutoring for Con Sphinx, sucks. If we are tutoring for Necrologia, we're going to win the game, and it's going to be fucking hilarious. If we're tutoring for Vodalian Wave Knight, it's going to win the game and it's going to be moderately funny. We tutor for Knowledge is Power, you get a standing ovation. You tutor for the Murders at Karlov Manor, fucking random 5 mana enchantment and win the game with it? So Demo Tutor is 100% the card you run in a deck like this where you have weird cards that are fucking awesome. And like sometimes you're going to Demonic Tutor for like Thrawn Dynamo. Like sometimes you're going to have an opening hand that you're like, oh, I have lands, I have interaction, I don't have any removal, or I don't have any ramp, and you're going to go tutor for that. And then sometimes you'll draw it in the late game and you go like, okay, now I'll tutor the thing that's going to win the game in a way they don't expect. I would also recommend turn one of your interaction pieces into Lethal Scheme. This card is awesome for you. This card is insane gas for you. Because this one, you will get 4 draws. Get the key. What are you trying to say, dude? Not edgy, on edge, damn. Have you read Meeting of the Minds? I have not. Oh, could you? This would be win more. Harmonized Crescendo would be a pretty good win more card for you. I don't think I can justify putting it in. Oh, Meeting of Minds. Yeah, you could play this if you wanted efficient draw. I don't think we do want Reed Richards. Well, it's not about it's not about needing cantrips. It's about getting big amounts of cards. Let me actually read Reed Richards. Yeah, both Reed Richards immediately. Yeah, both of them. Both of them. My bad. I was hating on this guy because he has better hair than me, and I can own that. I can accept that. The only thing I don't like about this one is that it non-bows with our commander's trigger. Or not non-bows, but it doesn't double dip. I don't think the second one works. Yeah, it does. If you like, the second one works by I swing my commander. I pay X equals 1. I draw 4 cards. I don't think Mr. Fantastic is very good here. It is. It is for sure. It just gets you, like, more cards in hand is very rarely bad. And you go, okay, I drew 2 extra cards. I drew 2 cards this turn. End step, I pay 4 life. I make 2 1/1s. I draw 2 more cards. Like, it does not synergize extra, but very, very potent. Either way, deck honks. Please, God, fix your ramp situation. We're going to go to the manual ad break, and then it's finally time for Nefert. Oh, they all entered the... Never mind. I'm so sorry. I auto uncompleted. I thought it was whenever a token enters. Yeah, fuck Reed Richards. Instead, consider Marnius Calgar. Nope, also one or more. Fuck me running. Neither of these guys. But play this one. Yeah. Oh, true. This is the other 6-mana shithead. Cut Teferi's Ageless Insight for this guy. Frankly. That's the real truth. The Moose Men, thank you for the Twitch follow. Welcome to the doghouse. Oh, baby kitten. Oh, baby. Should I put Bard in the Fisher's Talent deck? I will strike you. Oh, personal question from Elikman. Did you see the DM? I saw it. I don't think I've read through all of it. Second, I don't remember if you were streaming any days other than Thursday, but if you are, yeah, I will be posting the stream schedule again. How does this work with Teferi's Ageless Insight if you had both? You pick the order, so you draw 4 cards. Null Zone, thank you for the tier 1 sub of the 4th month in a row. I appreciate the kitty resub. Come here, Nico. You're being used for dance for the public. Dance for the public, baby girl. Yeah. Who's a sweet baby? See you Tuesday, Dragig. Who's your little baby? Yeah, isn't she precious? She is fucking adorable, Kolos. Yeah, you're Papa's little princess, aren't you? Muffin Q, thank you for the Twitch follow. Welcome to the doghouse. Red Doves, their name is Nico from hit game League of Legends. May I request semi-regular kitty posts in the Discord? No, I will forget. Habibi Army General, thank you for the Twitch follow. Welcome to the doghouse. I'm going to say that man needs at least like Elish Norn level of stacks to play that deck. I really don't think that's true. I've seen plenty of games, like, it's really turn 4 until big stuff starts happening. That's fine. It's not, like, you won't survive in bracket 4. Maybe your personal pod is too hot for that, but there are many Gen Pop games I've played where that's fine. Zimbil, Phineas, probably #1 commander in the world for both rabbits and fuck bitches. Like, if you were either a rabbits player, maybe a tokens player, but like a rabbits player, or just like a complete fuck bitch with no steez, I think Phineas would be really good for you. Because you could play like rabbits and put counters on them, or you could be a fuck bitch with no drip, no hose, no money. And I think both of those would work equally well. Nine Tails Fearin, thank you for the Prime sub for the 2nd month in a row. Welcome back to the dog home. But yeah, this is good. This is good and evil. I think most people would just do like token spam rather than rabbit spam, but you could do rabbit kindred. Okay. Neffert, I believe you're still here. Yeah, you are. Great. I'm gonna do more vocal warm-ups because I can feel my lips getting mad tight. I apologize for saying those words out loud, but I do need to fix it. Okay. Chords relaxed did. Kaladin FR. Thank you for the Twitch follow, FR. None of you get my chair. Okay, from Neffy, we have Silly. Deck's very simple. Don't know what to improve or how to make it better. Enjoy a 3 a.m. crazy idea. Mm-hmm. Okay. So what I want to know is, why are we up at 3 a.m. dreaming of child soldiers? That's like my first question. My second question, why are we dreaming of board wipes after that? Like, bro is in bed counting Soul Warden triggers like sheep. Like, did you watch Lord of the Flies like it was an inspiring sports documentary? I just want to know more about your rich inner life. Like, when somebody asks you about your GOAT conversation, do you bring up like Pol Pot instead of Michael Jordan? What's happening? Like, I really want to dig into what's wrong with Nefford, because this is fucked, man. This is not what I like. Is not what I like. Worked many years as a night auditor, so now I don't know why that helps. All right. Oh, good. Oh, hey, 3 a.m. We didn't forget Soul Ring. So we go land, Soul Ring, Hose, Sufficiently Scared. Well, I'm not gonna fucking sweep on turn 2. Mentor of the Meek, Scryland. Yeah, sure, why not? Now we can play Turbulent More. I will go Soul Warden, float 2 mana, pay 1 to draw a card. McCready, pay 1 to draw a card. LS Ilcore, float 2, colorless mana, pay 1 to draw a card. Enduring Innocence, we can't pay for the Mentor of the Meek trigger. How? I'm not going to say the deck is bad, bro. I'm not going to say the deck is bad. How is this your quirky 3 a.m. deck idea? Were you sleeping under your desk at the IRS? Like, this is the dreams of an accountant. We did... Quirky midnight deck build, guys. What if I build Orzhov Aristocrats? What if I fucking... Hold on, let me sprinkle on top. Removal spells. That's what'll do it. That's what was missing. So we play this. And then hilariously, I think we're out of stuff to do. Right? Like, dead ass. We've drawn like 4 cards off Mentor of the Meek. And we don't have any other... Yeah, turn 5. Okay, turn 5. We board wipe people. That's what we spend this turn doing. Fuck you. I'm board wiping. Fuck you. Next turn. Okay, Baird. Great. So this triggers Enduring Innocence. We pay for Mentor of the Meek. So we're going to get 2 cards off this guy. Now we probably wait, because we can't get the Mentor trigger or the Enduring Innocence trigger off of these ones. You are a crazy bitch. You are a crazy bitch, and I hate you. So now we cannot be attacked. We have non-bowed our own commander, because we are now ungiving all of our things Skulk. Cool. Pretty hot. We passed. Next turn. Now we can Garnet. So Garnet, pay 1, draw 2. Bitter Bloombearer, pay 1, draw. And now we like swing everything, and if they can block, we Razorgrass Ambush. Okay, so I think number one, you need to listen to different music. I think that's the most important deck building advice I can give you. Because, yeah, as Osick is mentioning, this is somehow like incredibly synergistic and we have done nothing. Like we're listening to like opium core vaporwave music, and we need to be listening to like some rock music, even if it's a Pearl Jam tribute band, that's fine. But we gotta do anything but what we're doing. So how can we commit incredible violence while still having the power 2 or less thing go on? Because what I don't like is what Vault 75 is doing. I don't like, okay, we're getting rid of the main thing that my commander does, which is I have Skulk and you cannot block me. So what could we do to juice up a deck where the creatures are unblockable? We could Vorpal Sword. We could Stink Hands Joe. We could do Infect. I think Infect is not actually that good because we still have to hit them like 10 times. He's in the deck. Stink Hands Joe is in the deck. Those Throne of the... You know what? Okay, I'm actually all right with this. I'm all right with this. I'm fine. I'm not going to crash out. You are a bitch, a fuck, and a loser, and I hate you. Personally, I think death triggers are a spiritual defeat in this deck. I think if you are running McCready Orzhov aggro, I think death triggers are a spiritual defeat. I think we should find better ways to make the damage triggers matter. Oh, Vorpal Sword gives 2 power? Fuck me, dude. Fuck me. Alright, so no Vorpal Sword. But Quiet as Spike, back in. We can still do this. And yeah, like our whole gimmick is not getting blocked in the first place. And so I think we should be moving away from... I guess it depends. Do you want to do something different in Orzhov, or do you just want to do Orzhov good stuff, but now a child soldier is my mascot? Because right now you're kind of like half in on Tiny Meat Gang, half in on Aristocrats deck, and I think I like different. So let's do Tiny Meat Gang. So if we're doing Tiny Meat Gang, I would actually duck most of these card draw trigger, or most of these life gain triggers. I would get rid of Wisp Drinker Vampire. Or actually, Wisp Drinker Vampire might be the only one I would keep, because giving them Death Touch and Lifelink is great in the late game when people are trying to swing in on you. So, Soul Warden, Suture Priest, Soul's Attendant, Elas Ilkor, Cruel Celebrant, Bastion, Authority of the Consoles. I think I would duck those. Because the other thing about life gain, the payoff for life gain is almost always I put +1/+1 counters on stuff, which means we're going to lose the Skulk thing really, really quickly if we do anything good. Because the best thing to do with like life gain is to do Archangel of Thune stuff. And so I don't want to put you in a position where you have to play the support and you don't get to play any of the dope shit that goes along with the support. So let's just play dope shit. We could Grim Hireling. We could... Depending on your recursion situation... So this guy's not... This guy would be... He's going to sound, like, weird. Because he doesn't have Skulk, but he does have Flying. And if you play a shitload of tiny creatures, and we get recursion that can bring back a bunch of tiny creatures... You can make everybody sack a creature over and over and just be like, welcome to the horrors of war. I've given these 8-year-olds sporks. You're going to die now. Ah! I kind of fuck with that. We can't do Drana. I wish we could. We can't do Drana. Gix is tough because we love Gix's ability, but Gix can't swing. So or Gix doesn't get Skulk, which is very aggravating. I think same thing goes for Rev. We love Rev's ability. Rev can't swing. Same goes for Gonti. Okay, wait a minute. Cooking on the life gain angle. Cooking on the life gain angle. Let me look at Virtus. Okay, Virtus is awesome. I love Virtus, yeah. This is zombies. You could Grievous Wound to get rid of one thing. Ooh. Tim. The first fair Timna. The first fair Timna in the history of Magic the Gathering, bro. Timna would be hot. That's going to be a shitload of card draw triggers for you. I think Strixhaven Stadium is tough for you unless you do a ton. It's not quick. It's not quick, but boy is it cute. Right? This is going to be 2 zombies per turn in perpetuity because they can never effectively block you. That's a little funny. The zombies all get skulked too. I'm liking that. Yeah, that's not a great card. That is a bad card that is really fun in the deck. We can prepare Exsanguinate every turn. We can prepare Exsanguinate every turn, Brother Bear. Yo! All right, so this is a little bit of life gain, but this is more like, this is just how we convert into damage, and this is how we make the little 2-drop shitters matter without doing tokens, or without doing like token doubling, without doing 1/1 counters. We don't have to Moonshaker Cavalry. It's just like, hey, every turn, I'm Exsanguinating for 6, bitch. Every turn, I'm going to gain 18 life. You're going to lose 6. You're going to swing at me? That's cool. You lose 2 more life. And I'm just going to... Oh, we're doing All Quiet on the Western Front again. I really like that. This is fairies. I don't think we have warriors, so I don't love that one. Oh, I'm getting excited now. Oh, you know who you need? New dickhead. Where is he? Like he kind of double dips with Skulk, but who cares, right? This is like Sun Titan text for a guy who works with your commander. Oh shit, ninjutsu! Oh my god, you get to be a ninja's deck, brother. And what do child soldiers want to be? Ninjas. Well, alive, but ninjas after alive. Which ones are good though? Which ones are any fucking good? I don't think Nashi's that good. You could do Ink Eyes as like a funny card. Oh, actually, Throat Slitter. Yeah, Throat Slitter's crazy. Yeah, you ninjutsu it in for cheap. You ninjutsu it in for cheap. It gets Skulk afterwards, and it's a repeatable removal engine. Whew. Neon Cat, I'm doing great. How are you doing? We're checking out a cool Orzhov Tiny Meat Gang deck right now. You might even be able to do Dokuchi Silencer. I don't think you're as happy about this. Like, we have to have a very, very good recursion engine for this to work, but it's unblockable, and if we're very creature heavy, then it's another repeatable removal engine. And I think that's going to be really important because your deck wants long, grindy, deeply, deeply annoying games. Because we are ignoring the generic Orzhov good stuff, it's going to take us multiple turns to close out games. And so we need ways to get our guys back with stuff like Bilbo. We need ways to remove the like big 8 mana value engine. So let's look at Sneak 2. Holy Splinter's Technique. Holy Splinter's Technique, brother. You get Demonic Tutor. You get Demonic Tutor, but bad. I don't love Ninja Teen. I think this is too expensive. Yo, hold on. I think this will take too long. I don't think we make ninjas quickly enough. I wanted this to be sauce. We don't have enough ninjas to get to 5 really quickly. Yeah. So I don't think we do. Ninja Teen is hilariously on theme. Ninja Teen is crazy on theme for this deck. Karai is too much power. Leonardo's Technique, you could definitely play. Right? Most of our things are 3 or less mana currently. Oh, maybe they're not. Oh no, they kind of are. We have a lot of things at 2 and 3 mana. We have Commissar Sever Rain already, which I think Commissar is great. Don't like that one. Don't like that one. Don't like that one. Okay, so I think that's about it. So then the other thing, let's look at Friendly Neighborhood. Friendly Neighborhood actually sick as fuck, makes us a bunch of bodies, and then we can turn one of our guys into a nuclear missile. Oh, sorcery. Fuck, never mind. Not instant speed. Ixnay this card. My bad. My bad. What else do we want? We want Oracle. Do we have enough CMC 2 or less creatures though? Because my worry is that right now a lot of our CMC 2 or less creatures are the aristocrats guys, and as we move forward, a lot of our creatures are going to be low power, but are not necessarily going to be low mana value. Ben Wheeler, thank you so much for the raid. We're currently working on a tiny meat gang deck. It is an Orzhov deck for McCready, which has currently been infected by the aristocrat mind virus, and we're thinking of cool ways to make it still translate to a win without having to spam Souls Attendant. But I hope you're having a good stream. Thank you very much for the raid. We're going to do a quick shout out. I have mods. They're just asleep or high. Don't worry. Raise the Past? We could do Raise the Past. No, here's the we need it to be, or we want it to be power based. I don't think fix what's broken. Hold on. Recursion, Commander Orzhov, OTAG, Power Matters. You might be able to do Carmen. You could definitely run Dusk and Dawn if you're not already. You are already. Forget I said anything. I think you have Revelark already. I worry about Smile at Death, because Smile at Death is going to put a counter on them. You don't have Revelark in the deck, then put Revelark in. Body launderer, you mean a shower? That makes me happy. Oh shit, Slumbering Walker. Well, Slumbering Walker gets you 2 back. Is that good enough? It might be good enough with what we're currently working with. I don't love Revelark, honestly. Oh, it was in the deck. Maybe we don't love it because of what the deck was previously. I think Delny's fine. I'm just not totally convinced on Delny. I would test Delny. I would try playing Delny in the deck. I think another thing you should play in the deck for card draw purposes is like Dark Confidant type effects. It's power 2 or less, so it works with your commander. It's going to give you cards. A lot of your deck is still going to be, like, your deck is still going to be weighted on the cheap side. I kind of like Champions from Beyond. I'm kind of rocking with it. It's not funky, but it is good. Do we need to slow things down at all? I think we've already recommended enough removal pieces that we don't need to slow things down more. I think what we need is we need more 3 mana, 3 CMC and under creatures that we can focus on so that when we have recursion pieces that are like Bilbo, they can get them back. So we have Virtus the Veiled, we have Timna, we have Wand of Orcus, we have Stensia Sanguinist. You already have Darkstar, or you already have Unstoppable Slasher in the deck. So CMC less than or equal to 3, Commander, Orzhov, Otag Saboteur maybe. I do think Darkstar Augur can go in the deck as well, yeah. None of the swords work, right? You could do like Mask of Memory if you wanted card draw. We don't care about proliferating. Foods are an interesting thought, but I don't love it. I don't love Barogoyf either. Elikman, I don't think we're currently on Rabble Rousing. Desmond Miles not too good. We're not gaining enough life for that. We talked about Dokuchi Silencer. Deck thinning is fake. I mean, it depends on how much you're doing it, right? Like if you cast... What's it called? I mean, look somebody in the eye when they cast Traverse the Outlands with Yargle and Multani on field and tell them that deck thinning's fake. But yeah, if you're like, oh, everything in my deck is a fetch land because that's going to thin my deck. Of course it's not, bro. But you're allowed to believe whatever you want. This is going to get counters too quickly. Stronghold Rats is evil and already has shadows. Already has shadow. Okay, genuinely, I love Horde Robber. I always try to find an excuse to play him, and I never can. This might be the fucking deck, bro. This might be the fucking deck. The unblockable 1/3 who ramps me. Please hear me out. I'm begging you to hear me out. I'm begging. No, it's not good. It could be. It could be acceptable. Yet another banger from Baldur's Gate. Like, I think we like it more than Arcane Signet. And like, we want this to be a bracket 2 deck. We want this to be a deck that takes bad cards and makes them okay. if we've committed a crime. Creature with a counter on it doesn't work. We are not playing long-bodied dog, dude. I don't think Monarch and Initiative is that crazy here. I mean, I guess it's like, it's good because we can always get it back, but we can't defend it that well. You could do Reno and Rude. I'm not sure you have enough, like... I'm not sure you have enough chaff to be comfortable throwing away that many of them. But if you wanted to be a little steely boy, that could be fun. Oh, here's a very bad card draw engine that you no longer have to do repartee for. Oh, that's true. If we go in on offspring cards, we can sack the 1/1s. But how many offspring cards do we have, right? I imagine we just wouldn't get that many. Any other cards like Tiny Bones the Pickpocket? So steal from graveyards? Maybe. I'm not seeing any. We have power or toughness 1 or less, which we're going to hit with some cards in our deck, but not all, which is pretty tough. And then we have Whispersteel Dagger, which does exactly what you want, but it gives +2/+0, and so it fucks up our Skulk thing. So yeah, I don't think you play every card we've laid out here, but I think this is how you do it. I think you do more like... You do more Saboteur effects, you do more recursion, you have more things that just say, hey, you lose half your life because you have lost life this turn. You could even be on like stupid, greedy bullshit like Wound Reflection. And then you just try to grind people out by beating them to death. And you can still have things like Throne of the God Pharaoh, but we're no longer doing things like Cruel Celebrant, like Corpse Knight. We don't care as much about entering or leaving the battlefield. We care about, I'm hitting you, I'm hitting you, I'm hitting you as hard as I physically can. And then I think we end up with a very, very fun deck that's probably going to be bracket 2, but will be a very, very fun bracket 2. And if you go really up on interaction, you might be able to hang with bracket 3. Time Kid, I think the problem with Poison, like doing Toxic 1 or doing Infect, is you don't kill people any faster than just doing the damage amps we're already doing. Like, it still takes 10 swings, and at the point we're doing 10 swings, we can probably just kill you with all of our other triggers. So Neffert, thank you very much for sending the deck in. I enjoyed it very much. I hope you did as well. We're going to hit the manual ad break. We can do a little speed roast. It'll have to be quick. We'll do the raffle today. So the way this raffle is going to work is we're going to close all this down. We're going to open up Marbles on stream. I'm going to turn the headphones down because the audio on this blasts. And then after I'm back from using the bathroom, we're going to have a marble race. Pixel Mix, no one today. Thank you for the Twitch follows. Just so you all know, You don't have to follow. You don't have to subscribe. I, of course, appreciate if you do, but it is not a prerequisite for this. How do Marble work? So you see this map called Castle Siege. Give us just a moment for it to pop up on screen. You can, at any point in the next couple minutes, type !play. If you do, you are entered into the raffle. You have to type it on Twitch. This is not linked to YouTube. It is not linked to the Instagram stream. If you're one of the 4 people watching there, you have to go to Twitch, type !play. I will be right back. And then the winner will get a free deck roast or off-stream deck review. I'll be right back, everybody. Okay. I walked off stream, and my jaw popped in a way that I can only describe as nefarious. So what we're going to do, we're still going to raffle this, but we're not going to do it right now. You are going to get a free roast ticket for a future day, because my filming schedule this week does not allow me to push my luck like this. So, we're going to do this raffle. You have a 2-minute countdown from now to enter. And then whoever makes it to the end of this path, where there are definitely no mortars, definitely no traps, you definitely won't fall off and die, will win the roast or review on a future day. And Bone Lord, thank you so much for the 500-bit cheer. Welcome to the dog pile. I appreciate that generosity. Do you normally have around 350 people in StreamMod? Last time I remember it was normally around 200. Am I just crazy? All right. So important point, Darkfire38. I realize you're probably being complimentary. Don't say shit like that. Today, we have more people in stream than normal because Benjamin Wheeler rated us halfway through the last deck review. Whether they're lurking, whether they actually like the stream, I don't care. I like that the number's higher. But notably, so much of Twitch is based upon the feigned appearance of having a larger community than you do. This is why people bot so much, because there is a lot of like, you get social, like people see, oh, a lot of people are watching this person, I will watch that person. And so if we are ever just on a hot streak, don't ever be like, wow, we're on such a hot streak. It's like why you tell an actor to break a leg. It's like not telling a pitcher that they're going to pitch a perfect game. If it's going well, don't call attention to it, please, for the love of God. Because like best case scenario, nothing happens. Oh no, you're so good. It's really not that important. It's really not that important, but just play it cool. Rex Faptor, thank you for the Twitch follow. Welcome to the doghouse. All right, the raffle race is beginning. We have 108 people competing for one deck slot. Let's see how many die on the first lip. This is such a mediocre amount of people watching at the moment. Thank you, Meki. I appreciate you, Meki. Okay, that's about 10 people dead. Bent out. Thank you for the Prime sub. I appreciate that generosity. All right, Dusty Dust took the early lead and then turned around for no reason. It's currently the Zim. Okay, the Zim dope PFP, by the way. Oh, but you're not in first, so nobody fucking cares. Gear Crayer's going fast as fuck, boy. They're like almost at the end already. They're at the end already. Where's that? Oh, never mind. I thought we were going to get a world record. I thought we were going to get a world record for a second. And then Kirk Crayer gave up. They quit on me. I'm in the top 10 somehow. And we have a VIP. You're so far back, dude. And what the fuck is that profile picture? Okay, Kirk Crayer picking up steam again. Never mind. I don't even know why I talk. Jesus Christ, you... That profile picture is acceptable. Kirk Crayer going backwards again. Hey, buddy. I believe in you. You can do it. There's no judgment here. Whatever direction you want to roll in, dude. Front, back, side to side, bring it around town. We're always happy to have you in the ball games. All right, Zane is ready, moves into the lead. There's a lot of fucking barrels today, guys. All right, Zane is ready, has turned around. We could just lock in a little bit, guys. Okay, okay. There we go. Good job, Zane. Never mind. Never mind. A little confused. Getting past. Getting sent way back. I think barely even in the top 10 anymore. Okay, holding on to ninth. And they're gone. It's Treasure Vault. Nobody wants it today. Nobody even... Oh, Plebeian Noob kind of does. Are they going too fast? Yes, and they're going opposite style. It's Jarther pulling into the lead. Can they finish the job? No, they're dead. All right, Booty Steve, looking at you. Crazy PFP for somebody named Booty Steve. Okay, okay, potential. Turnip, they're dead. Booty Steve, they're dead. It's a goddamn bloodbath. Nobody in the top... none of our first 5 finishers, our first 6 finishers, goodbye Erasure, can get it in the hole. It might be Alec Man. It might be Alec Man. It's not Alec Man! Alright, it's looking like it might be Lulu. And it's Lulu C. Anovo. After 10 people died on the way to the finish line. But my God. We had so many people who I was like, there's no way they get beefed like right here. And I think 3 mortars got deposited directly on the little slide. Amazing. So Lulu, other streams this week will be Tuesday, Thursday. Friday will not be a roast stream. It would be likely easiest if you were okay to go Saturday so that we didn't have to do you with another roast stream. Because if we do you with another roast stream, then we can't do a raffle on that day because the calendar will be totally full. So if Saturday works for you, let's plan on Saturday. If it doesn't, Tuesday or Sunday are the other roasting streams. Thursday is custom cards. Friday is Nuzlocke. We could also do Friday and just have the roast be the thing we do before Nuzlocking. Tuesday's best. Then we'll do Tuesday. All right, so we are going to pull up the Bald Kai, and we are going to raid out for the day. Thank you all very much for being here. I will see you again on Tuesday for Lulu's roast and everybody else's roast. Lulu, please email me the details of your roast to mauledhound@gmail.com. Thank you all very much for being here. I'm going to hold out on the message until we find out who we're raiding. We're going to raid Girls Play. Hit Girls Play with the Bald Kai. Remember, everybody, be kind. Do not rewind any videotapes you can find. I appreciate all of you being here. I will see you again on Tuesday. And please remember to stay toxic. YouTube, that is just going to be it for us. But thank you all for being here. And the 4 people who watched me on Instagram, I love each and every one of you.